Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching the world. You are not watching video. This is live. I'm in. There's the trial is adjourned. Been dealing with a whole bunch of madness in life, but was able to sneak this in, and so I'm going to do that because I enjoy it. So I've set aside some time to be able to embrace this. So, hi everybody, and Brendan, massive kudos for holding things down in the Shrewsbury one. I can't leave you on your own given the outcome. But other than that, I'm especially thankful for that. And so, howdy, all. And yes, I echo the thoughts that are out there. Everybody's tense, everybody's nervous, everybody's feeling like it's going to be 90 minutes of squeaky bum time. And it's going to be a good one, an entertaining one. But Brendan, I'll let you jump in, give your thoughts, and then we'll look at the lineups, which lots of intrigue in that one. And then you've got a bunch of treats. So, hi.
Yes. Super excited for this game, obviously, right? Like, I wish we were in much better form. I thought this could be our kind of statement game, winning against Birmingham at home and kind of drive us, in the second half. I'm a little concerned, though, a little worried. Interesting. I mean, I know we'll get into it, but the McLean injury and seeing him here today after the injury in the car just took place so recently. I'm hoping that that's a catalyst to get the team hyped. And if McLean can come out here after that, I can give it my all and, just come at them with full energy the whole time. I wouldn't be surprised if, he's running a little bit on adrenaline and then at some point he hits a wall and things start aching and they rip him early. But the fact that he's starting, I think, is a good inspiration for the team. So
I'm 100% with you. I actually probably would have given him the day off and just forced it. But hey, I don't know how bad he is as a consequence of the injury. And I'm all for him doing that. We were talking about it a little bit offline. I thought the response to his accident from those on Twitter, wishing for worse, expressing karma, expressing joy and adulation, and all those emotions that came with somebody in a car accident, I thought was low and uncalled for, but an interesting dynamic. David throwing, I'm not nervous. I've resigned to the fact that we're going to get pumped. I don't know. Magic at home, they've got lots of people out, and so they're equally blasted. This is going to be a weird one because I think it could go big one way or the other, and it really depends on how good James Dobson and Rathbone are. And I say that because they're on second-tier midfield throughout, and we've got our top dogs. If they're able to control things with the ponies they've got up front, we're in trouble. If we're able to control the midfield, I feel like we've got a chance, and maybe that's optimism there. I don't know, but we were talking, 42 degrees Fahrenheit, Brendan, 6 degrees, 5 degrees Celsius, so should be good as far as the quality goes. COSM's rolling and doing its thing in Texas and in California. Lots of people are going to be watching this on Sky. They expect it to be one of the more viewed matches that Sky will have for midweek games, so that's impressive to me. Do we jump right into the lineup, Brendan, or did you want to go somewhere else?
No, let's get at it.
Let's get at it. Okay, so let's bring us up first then, if you've got it. No surprising goal. Ogonko gets the start. The back line, Scar in for EOC. I have been hard on EOC, and I think he's been amazing this year. And what he brings as far as quality is his ability to push the ball up through the middle of the pitch. That's at a level that Scar doesn't possess. But he did, from what I saw, at least in limited moments and in retrospect, watching the Shrewsbury game, he had a stinker. Do I think that it's necessary to have a change? Yes. Am I throwing it all in at EOC and screaming into the wind and yelling that he's the worst defender of all time? No. He had a bad game. And so we'll take that. He'll take that. He'll move on. And Scar, he gets the gauntlet and the opportunity to run. No Brunt. So that's somewhat concerning. But do I think that there's a big divide between Brunt and O'Connor? Defensively, no. I actually think TOC's an improvement. But again, this is that push the ball forward mentality. I think Brunt's better at it than TOC is. which is surprising from a left back versus a midfielder, but it's just my sense of things. So it'll be interesting to see how that boils down. The wings, James McLean getting a start despite the car accident yesterday. Barnett, you pencil him in every time. And then in the midfield, James Dobson and Rathbone are going to have their run. So that leaves Cannon out of the 5 that we've been seeing regularly. Elliot Lee sliding in because of striker. And Brendan, I hate that as the option.
I do too. Yeah, don't like it at all. I mean, I know they really like Marriott, but I would rather – sorry, I know they really like Lee. I would rather them just be running Marriott right there right now.
And if he's not healthy enough to go the full 90, and I know that Fletcher's not the same unless he comes in as a super sub. We've seen that now for both over both seasons. So I'm okay with Fletcher taking a back seat. But for the love of God, at least run Mullen. And so that's where I am at. Justin saying the same thing. Mullen and Marriott not starting is just strange. Give Mullen the chance to get out of the doghouse. And I think it's a better option than Lee. And I'd rather have Lee sitting there in the midfield rather than Dobson, if Dobson's not going to be the back anchor of that midfield 3.
Yeah, I mean, he hustles so much more than Lee, though, and he stands up so much better defensively. This is a team you don't want to give up goals against. Like, yeah. I admit Lee's better for offense, but I would rather, against Birmingham, I would rather play Dobson, his hustle, his toughness, instead of Lee. I understand the Cannon sitting on the bench again. He's more offense than he is defense. You have to have Rathbone and James in, I believe. James for defense and Rathbone again, box-to-box hustle. But yeah, I would switch out Lee and Palmer. I would be either Marriott and Fletcher or Marriott and Mullen to start.
And no Mo Fall on the bench at all. Revan gets the opportunity there. So that's interesting as to depth charts. And I guess you can't put all 4 people, but that's a consequence of sliding Lee up there is you lose that as an opportunity. Boys, how many chances does Mullen get? I think he's on the last of his chances, to be fair. But do I think that a struggling Mullen is better than an optimal Lee in the position? And yes. And so that's what I'll throw out there.
I would say a Mullen that you grab by the shoulders, you shake him vigorously and say, stop flopping, you SOB, stay on your feet, fight hard, and score a damn goal. Like, do that and then let him out there.
There you go. Don
I
Cherry.
don't want to see him complaining. I don't want to see him complaining all game, and I don't want to see him offside once. Like, if it's a bad time on a run, fine. If you're standing offsides, you're gone. Get out. Go sit on the bench.
I hear you. So I guess that's it for our lineup. Do we want to jump up to theirs? Because theirs is intriguing. Only one change from their previous match, but far different than what we've seen. And they've got some injuries and some challenges. And so if you bring their lineup up, let me know when it's on screen.
There you go.
All right. So in goal, also, that's been their goaltender of choice, or goalkeeper of choice. He's been not every game. He's had some games off, but he's back, and that's fine. They're really set up. Their back line is largely the same. Clark is going to be there. He's their captain. Cochran is going to be in there in the back line. That's fine. Davis and Laird, they're all lined up and ready to go as far as their back line goes and what we can expect to see. Their offense, their strike force is the same. Stansfield and May, they're going to run. But then you get to their midfield, and not only, and it just got highlighted there in the chat with Mertland, no Iwata and no Peck is good. Peck, I still hate how he anglicized his name. Should be B-A-E-K, because Peck just doesn't get pronounced right. Peck? I don't know. Peck. Anyway, he's allowed to do what he wants to do. So no Iwata, no Peck, they're out. But also Willemsen, who started in the game against us, he's out. And no Anderson as well. He's on the bench. And so they are going with a less experienced, at least as far as time this season, in their midfield. And let's be honest, in the 3-1 loss, we got spanked in the midfield. crushed, and I don't see, and that's I don't think anybody would argue with that. But feel free to let me know if you saw that it was something different. But it was their midfield control that was just the entire problem. I don't know if they're going to have that, and so for me, that's what I was referencing sort of earlier. Is the battle in the midfield determines the balance of the game to me, because we will score if we get our chances. Even if we don't get our chances, having them and having them not coming at us limits their ability to score, and we end up with a 0-0, 1-1 sort of. We feel like we had a good performance and could have come out away with more sort of game. But I don't know. Do you see this as something that we've got a chance at? Are we just playing this out as the string? Are we relying on Racecourse magic? If this was a neutral game and you lined up these squads, how would you feel? I don't know. That's a 3-part question. Brendan, you want to take any of those?
Yeah, I know. Which one? I haven't seen. So we know that we have some amount of luck in the race course, and if they believe we have luck, then you keep playing hard the whole time, expecting that we do get late winners, right? So if that helps them keep their intensity and positive mindset deeper into the game, even if we're behind, then great. I do believe, any early goal in a game can make a difference. We had an early goal. We were up early in Birmingham. We weren't able to hold. I think that might be a different story at the race course. The crowd cheering the whole time, that extra energy that would bring could sustain them. So we could, if we get an early first goal, end up outlasting Birmingham, especially without their midfield. It might be hard for Stansfield and May to really develop something. So,
yeah, and that's what I'm looking for. Is this has the hallmark of a game where it could be that they are just desperately trying to get the ball forward and struggling to do that, and we've seen that happen so many times, right? So it'll be interesting to see three things that I want to take care of before kickoff. First off, much love and appreciation to our sponsor, Ultimate Promotions, ultipromo.com, ultimatepromotions.biz. If you're looking for pins like this one, the stamped one, the pressed one, if you're looking for badges, medals, that sort of thing, go and see them. I do know that they received their first order from a Red Hordian. Is that what we call ourselves? But somebody from the Red Horde that reached out with a nonprofit society who ordered some stuff up. And so much thanks to you. I hope you got what you want. You're happy with it. I'm curious to end up hearing about that. So go out and check them out if you're looking for those custom badges, medals, free artwork, free shipping, and all of that sort of stuff. Do that. The second thing, we are so close. TikTok ban came and went for the Americans. They're back. I will tell you, while it was gone, I kind of actually liked the Canadian content for a while. I was getting flooded with it. It was like, oh, this is what it's like without the Americans. It was different. But it's nice to have the Americans back into the TikTok fold. We are so close to being able to stream live there. And I think that is a different dynamic. And I think that could bring in more people, get our name out there. So if you have the opportunity, it's pinned in the chat. It's also down below. Go over there and just bump the follow button to try and get us to 1,000 so we can start streaming over there. And hopefully we can do that before the end of the year. The Discord channel is there. Go ahead and click on that and join us over there. Brendan, you had some additional stuff to go through. I feel like I'm missing something other than the thanks to you, but I think I said that already. I feel like I'm missing something. No. Did you have some stuff that you picked up off the Discord that we haven't shared yet?
Yeah, let's I'll bounce
over. We don't get through all of it. We can do it at the half. We're good.
No, we got time. Andy's put together some great graphics, thinking that we have a shot against Birmingham. He's breaking down goals scored, goals allowed, in home versus away, for Birmingham and us. So I'm putting that up on the screen. And it talks about goal difference. They're obviously ahead for the season, but we look really good at home. And our 12-2 at home, their away record is 8-2-2. So I think we have a shot here.
It's a heavyweight. It's a heavyweight battle, and both have a puncher's chance, right? That's the way I look at it. And I don't see this being a pretty match. I see this being drag them into the alleys and beat them up, and that's sort of what we need to do. Shannon, thank you for going over there, and I said hi to David Nicholson joining us from Houston. But yeah, thanks for jumping over there and joining on TikTok, and then we throw some of the highlights out there. The other thing that I didn't say is because I've been away, didn't come up with the who are you, and the videos are a little bit low. Got to give the algorithm a kick in the backside. So if you could do me the favor of smashing that like button early, that would be much appreciated. Keep the comments coming, and we'll see where it's at. Anything else there that you've got off of the Discord? I don't know if they're ready.
I just put up into the post from a Wrexham fan talking about seeing James McLean standing, holding his arm and bloodied. We didn't go deep into it, and I'm not going to bring up the picture of the car accident, but the car took significant damage to the windshield and front right side. So you would have expected him to be in worse shape than he was, I would think. But he's here today, and pretty inspiring, like I said earlier.
Well, and somebody suggested, is this one of those things like he's one card away from a suspension? A 2-game suspension. Is he playing this one so he gets out there, gets his run in, all that sort of stuff? And is he going to take a professional foul at some point in time if he doesn't come by it normally to take those 2 games and then recover while they're going? Plus, we anticipate that there's a potential new winger coming in Ryan Longman. So I haven't really dove into the stats. This is going to be a unique one for me because normally I'm all caught up and I've got the stats and my ear and finger on the pulse. I don't this time because I've been dealing with other things in my life, and work is among them. And so I'm going to be a little bit green on this one as far as the Longman signing, as far as the McLean stuff, the change on the board with the Allen family, the daughter Humphrey taking a step back and letting one of the new investors take the lead there. There's a lot going on with the club. The new SCMP rules that are expected to come out that the BBC announced, and I still think that they probably got it wrong, but I can't wait to see the PDF and come up with a video for that one. So there's lots to talk about. I just don't know if I have it all.
Well, I get one thing I want to say. Another thing in that Discord, there was a link to a page that has all the stats for the year for all of the Wrexham players. I'll just put I have a little off center here, but there's a nice chart if you're interested in looking at some of our players a little bit more on this FBref page. Some good stuff here if you're into the stats, which I know Sean is, but the link in the Discord. Again, join if you want to. A lot of great conversations happen, and Sean often interacts with you guys there.
Haven't recently.
Recently he's been swamped, but typically, he can be found there. The thing I'd say about the Ryan Longwell thing for me that I kind of want to put out there, the criticisms I've heard from Hull players, Hull fans, is he probably can't cross the street, let alone cross a ball into the box. So he's a right-footed player who plays on the left side. For me, that means he's a guy who wants to take it inside.
Yep.
So basically, I wonder what Parky's thinking here. I mean, Longwell's played other positions, right? You could go, wait a minute, the only time we're really going to cross it in is if it goes out to Barnett. And sometimes Barnett cuts back and brings it inside. But if it's out on the left and you have, Longwell there instead of McLean's willing to cut it back, cross it. I don't think that's going to be Longwell's strength. He's going to have to put it on his right foot, which means he's going to probably have to, he'll have it. The ball will have a different spin, a different hook coming in, and he's most likely just going to want to bring it in into the middle. I'm okay with that, but it just means a different play style. So I don't know what he's thinking. And if you're going to try to move Longwell anywhere else inside, I think you're also going to need to kind of change your formation or play style a little bit. So I'm interested. I don't think it would be a straight swap of players and keep the same play style, is my opinion. If it's just Longwell coming.
Well, with Longman, I think
Longman, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I think I'm fine with more touches in the box, and if he's going to provide it, and that's going to be something that stirs the drink, and if we end up having crosses from one side and the threat of that from the other side as a different dynamic, can it still work in the present 3-5-2? Sure. or 5-3-2, however you want to. I think it still has a role to play. For me, I hope this isn't it. To me, this isn't. This is a capable young guy who has a potential role, who we're happy to pay the money and give the young guy a shot. But we still have some work to do if we're going to hold off. Huddersfield's been making changes. Wickham's been selling off. Let's get the damn thing going. We've got 7 days left. Quit pissing about. And I don't think that as much as Sam Dalby's lighting it up in Scotland, I don't. That's not the preferred option for me. But it's also better than no option. And I would like to see. We have half of a strike force right now if Marriott gets healthy and back on course. And there's questions there. So let's figure it out. So that's where I'm at. Dave is listening from work again. Wish he was watching. Yeah, I'm going to be taking this one and enjoying it and soaking up some time. That's for sure. Something that gives me joy is being a part of this community and everybody that's there. And so when things are busy and things are a little bit tough, it's nice to be able to log in and chat with all of you guys, as I can finally hear Mr. Griffith's voice in the background as we are 10 minutes away here from kickoff. 60 people already joined in. Subscribe button's there. The like button needs a punch. TikTok is there to go and jump to, so we can end up. I mean, I think we need 250 more. Is that what we're looking at? And if we can get that today or get close to it, man, it'd be amazing to the next time be able to stream over on TikTok and have a whole host of new people be, what the hell is this? So if you're on X and if you're on Twitch, feel free to join us on YouTube at the Red Horde. Come on over and join the chat. That's where it's at. We don't stream across the multiple platforms like we did when we first started. It just wasn't. I prefer to have everybody over on YouTube. Personal preference. What else can we talk about on this one? There's lots of other changes. Do you think that the board is going to get a change now? As far as, is that just a babysitting move? Is that going to change the direction? Is Humphrey really taking a step back? Yes, Marriott is on the bench. And I believe that's Aaron. Strange Realities. So he's on the bench. I didn't go through the bench. Should I do that? It's Mullen and Marriott and Fletcher up front. It's I actually didn't look at who the goalkeeper was that was the backup. Howard, Chomps on the back, and O'Connell's there if necessary. Cannon's the midfielder, and Revan to run the wings if necessary. Indeed. Come on, you Reds. Like, that's where I'm at with this one. Just get to the bloody kickoff, because I want to see how this midfield battle is going to end up lining up. Do you have a score prediction, Brendan?
1-0, Wrexham.
Okay. I'm going 1-1. I think if we do win, we're going to have to score 2. And I just don't know if we've got the ponies right now. But I hope I'm wrong. Throw your score predictions in the chat. Let those, and if you don't put it out there, then you can't brag later that you knew it was something else. You gotta. Oh, and we're showing off our lights. Do you remember the Birmingham game? There was a massive light show and a whole bunch of smoke and all that sort of stuff. So we've got the lights are working overtime right now on the feed. Good stuff. So yeah, throw those out in the chat for those of you that are eavesdropping, and let us know how you're listening. I know for some of you, we've got Alpine saying 3-2 Wrexham. We see nothing but upside today. A win is huge. It draws a point. A loss against such a monster payroll would not be a surprise. And I get it. And got it. So do you think there's anything to we got a yellow card to work and he's good enough to go out and at least give us a bunch of time and we can sub him out if he picks up his yellow?
I think it makes a ton of sense to do it, yes. Play hot for 10 minutes and then take Stansfield out.
If that was the case to me, put him on the bench, let him eat that spot, and then run him in for the last 10 minutes and go and take his professional foul, and then eat the suspension.
No, you might need that at the end, but you don't want to be coughing something up at the end, right?
Yeah, fair enough. Lee is at the ground. The atmosphere is electric. He's watching everything dance. Thanks for joining us, Lee. This is the thing I love about this whole experience of doing these watch-alongs is we've got people from Wrexham in Wrexham signing in, giving us their 2 cents. And so W&G, wow, bold, 2-0. Jason's not going to jinx it by guessing a score. Okay, well, at least message it to me then, Jason. I won't tell anybody. Aaron's going 2-1. Am I the negative one? Going, wow. David, 8-1 Wrexham, or 1-8 Wrexham. And I believe that's Bryn, optimistic 2-1. Dez is saying I'm not affecting it. RKO's with me with the 1-1 draw. Dale's with me with the 1-1 draw. So we've got them all coming in. Keep them going. Keep them coming in. The fans are going to be in full voice for this one. It's going to be an electric, fun atmosphere. I can hear the singing already. It's not going to be quiet by any stretch of the imagination. And we are just here
Sean,
for a good time.
Also, I have 2 credit and a scarf. I'm ready for double duty because I didn't think you were showing up. So
you have which?
I have my I don't have a Wrexham toque, so all I have is a kid's Angry Bird hat. But I'm willing to humiliate myself for luck, which every time I've wanted, it's helped. And I was bringing my scarf to make up for.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't think you were going to show, so I was like, oh no, I gotta add something extra. But now that you're here, I don't have to wear the scarf. So
I got like a tickle trunk
Wales flag. That's awesome
stuff. I don't even know where this one came from. This is the byproduct of drinking during the weekend when Wrexham was in town, and I'm sure I got it at some point. I just don't know how I got it. And so, yeah, I have a whole tickle trunk down here. Heck, I even got a pencil case if we really want to get into it. Plastic fans throwing money at a club in Wales. Tons of fun anyways.
Today could be the day. This could be the start, right? Big win against Birmingham, and that propel us forward.
And then surviving an away gauntlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mohi.
If all of a sudden, Mullen and Marriott got out there and either one of them looked super hot, that could be,
Yalmoheed playing in the background, and I may have pronounced that wrong, but if you get an opportunity to go and listen to that with the with the subtitles, as far as powerful narratives go in songs, that one will punch you in the mouth. It's a great one. So I'll have to look up how to spell it. We'll put that out there in the halftime. Dale mentioning there, Angry Robin instead of Angry Bird. And I think that works. WG says today will not be the day when Wrexham loses at home for the first time this season. I hope from your mouth to God's ears. But you see, Dale, this is the weird thing about this game and trying to predict it is it could be. And then we walk out of this after a Shrewsbury crapping. And we then all of a sudden turn around and come out at home and pump Birmingham. It's possible. I'm not going to say that that's not. I don't expect it. But I can see a pathway where that's the type of game this is. If we're able to control the midfield, we are going to know what this game looks like 10 minutes in. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, there it is. If that's Mohid, appreciate the spelling of that one. After this game, whether win or lose, if you want to go on a high, listen to that one. You'll feel like you're ready to take on the world. And even if you're low, go to there and you'll probably get teary-eyed and you'll still be ready to pick yourself up anyways. We are still here. We need our version of Yal Mohid if Trump decides to come at us for the 51st state. Yal Mohid. So we'll see how this one's go. Birmingham obviously in their blues. Well, I assume they're going to be wearing their whites. An interesting thing in the Four Nations Cup that's happening in hockey for the Canada the US game, they're actually going to go red versus blue, which is rare. They don't normally do this, and I'd like to see them do the red versus blue in this one. And I'm hoping they're wearing their traditional home kit with the white stripe and the blue. I think that'd be amazing. Aaron says, I'm happy with the draw. I am too. Give us a draw. I'll walk away with this with a smile on my face. But man, score 4 and take 3 points, and I'll be over the freaking moon. It's going to be a fun one. Buckle up. Grab your defibrillators. Deandra's here with the enthusiasm, hopefully. Come on, you Reds. I am just stoked for this one. I've got to bring up my stuff here. I've shut down my things, or I've moved them. James McLean echoing through. The crowd is, if you're not listening to the game, I don't know if I can echo. This is by far the loudest we've heard. And I don't think this is just game control and overdoing it. This is just loud. And I'm here for it. Set everything up here. Oh. And it's echoing, like it's from all sides. And we're going to get unique camera angles. Obviously, Sky being there, close-ups of the crowd, all the goodies that happened. I am here for it. And yeah, I had a adjournment and some stuff dealing with the family, and everything's good. Everything's good. Just gotta dial in, and they are wearing their blues, so I like this. Red versus blue, near the top of the table match. Santiago's checking in from Mexico. Sneaks around and let's go. Oh man, what's our blood pressure collectively? I mean, I'm shaking it out. Like I'm
already prepared to go for a celebration dinner after this. So
there you go. I'm having drinks one way or the other. I don't know what it'll be. But Birmingham was going to have the ball first. They're going to go from right to left on your computer monitors. Wrexham going to go from left to right, and we are underway. They kick us back. I hope I'm not too far behind. I'm dead. Flatlining already. Wrexham FC's early ball into the box. 18 yards. Birmingham with control, and it's just punched out there by Tom O'Connor as that was Alfie May with the early entry. And TOC just resetting. They're going to have a throw in about 12 yards away. Moving around, pushes it in. Right side, looking for a cross. TOC gets it out. It's going to go out, and we are in our throw. Well done by TOC. Got his left foot out, blocked the block, and just the rebound, intentional or not, skips off of right's leg, and it's going to go for a throw in. TOC throws it in. It gets banged by Laird. It's going to go forward. It's there cleared by Scar. Battle through the midfield. Birmingham with early control. Advance it forward. TOC thumps it forward, and it's just scrambly ball in the middle of the pitch. Everybody trying to get control, and it comes back to Scar, who just chops it down. Leaves it for Palmer to run. He's taking on Clark. 18-yard box, turns it in. Ball goes loose, so he's just going to settle it back and maintain possession through James McLean. Pushes it forward. Rathbone gets a push in the back by Clark. It's going to go out, and we'll get a throw in. Whoo, a minute 20. I got to breathe. Bumblebee, how are you? If we're bringing the Transformers in, I'm feeling really confident about our chances here. McLean looking, seems to be fine. Throws it in for Lee, misses him. Lee framed out the defender well, but didn't go out and get the ball. So it comes back to Scar, who's got wheels on from Alfie May, so he cycles it back to Ogonko, pumps it all the way down the length of the pitch, way too far, and it's going to go to also no problem, and he'll collect. The keeper, Ruby, how are ya? It's nice to have you here. Also up, gets us back underway, thumps it down, right collects, gets it back. I'm on the wrong side here. I'm on last season. Laird has it. Laird, we didn't see in the last one. He's down right back for them as it comes forward, bounces around, gets control, and it's going to be Gardner Hickman. My audio's out of sync. I'll have to have a look at that. Put in. Alfie May tries to flick it on. It's going to go too far. And it's going to go for a corner. It was touched on the way through as Alfie May goes up and didn't get enough on it as he was hoping to with the head contact. And I will say 3 minutes in right now, the midfield leans Birmingham's favor. I do not like. Anyone else's Paramount Plus saying my audio is out of sync? Brendan, can you have a look at that?
Sure. Paramount Plus is working. Exit totally out of the app, RKO, and then go back in. on your app or smartphone, and it'll be working. The game is working fine in Paramount.
Leonard's with it. Paramount game, it's working well. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. Brendan talking about the increased stats, looking at it as far as in-swingers to out-swingers. So you'd always anticipate that to be the chance. And here it comes. It's going to go far post. Free header. Took a deflection. I thought that hit Scar. Shout for handball. It looked close. I'll be honest. Have a look at the replay. Scar goes up. Ooh. It did hit his hand, and his hand was away from the body. It's one of those ones that I think you're calling that that there was nothing he could do about it. Hit shoulder and then bounced off arm. He had his back turned, and so it hit his shoulder and then rolled down his shoulder and hit his arm. The only way you can forgive that is either it was missed or you're saying that he had no opportunity to move it out. But here comes a right-footed in-swinger, going to be middle of the pitch. Ogonko, left foot punch, and Rathbone comes and collects it. I do not like the early pressure. McLean looking for the break. He's over on the right-hand side. Left foot, good, nice ball forward. Rathbone has it, collects to Scar, moving it up, building up through TOC. 45 yards away from our goal, puts across halfway line to Palmer. Palmer holds it up. He's waiting for support, and it's going to get tapped out, and so he's going to grab it, and he looked to throw it to Lee, but Lee says, slow down, slow down. Audio is in and out. I don't know if that's on my end, Brendan, or in your end. I can bring up. Let me shut down.
I think it might be on my end. I'm trying some things. It's not that bad. It just occasionally blips, hiccups on your speech.
I'm going to shut some things down, so I might get a little bit blurry here. Touched on Lee, opportunity to get there, and it's going to come back to Alsop, and it's going to go forward down the right-hand side. Scar gets in front of it, heads it down. Palmer knocks it down. He has it. Pushed in the back by Leonard. Going to be a free kick. That was a bit of a flop, but we'll take it as Dave Foster jumps in with the 2-1 prediction. And I didn't say, Marcus, thanks for being here. Not all Mansfield fans hate me. At least one's okay with me. Scar with it. Long ball. See, this is the thing that he just thumps it all the way out over top of Barney's head. And that's the one thing. Scar defensively, I like him better than EOC, but his move the ball forward stuff is a ugly mess sometimes. And that was an example of it. 6 minutes in. Battle through the midfield. Matty James pushes it forward. It's easily controlled. Cochran has it. He plays it out, though, and we're going to get a throw in. Right-hand side, 35 yards away from the goal. Barney's going to take it. I'm edgy. Easy. Easy. Marcus has been good, so I feel like I have to defend him. It's nice to have a different perspective joining in on these things. So right now, Brendan edged Birmingham slightly, even though we've had some possession. We haven't really moved the ball forward, and I think that they've had some better control early on. Hopefully we can dig in, defend, hold them off, and then push forward here as the game finds itself a little bit. Rathbone tries to get it. Perfect. I'm not by myself then, and I like that. As Birmingham gets control of that, Dobson not able to knock down the Rathbone advance to him, and so it comes back, and Davies puts it over to Clark. Clark over to Laird. They're going to play some center back kickabout.
Do you notice that we're holding the middle of the field? We're keeping all of our players in the middle of the field as much as possible.
I haven't noticed as of yet. I know it's been scrappy through the midfield, and maybe they'll adjust to push towards the wing. I haven't noticed whether that's us forcing ourselves to protect.
There was a point where Dobson, James, and Rathbone were about 15 to 20 feet apart. Like, they really seem fairly compact in the middle, especially on defense. They must have some scouting thing that's how they want to bring it up through the middle, that they're not going to slice it from the wings, I think. Because even Palmer and Lee look hesitant to go out wide.
We'll keep an eye on it. Giselle tuning in and just listening as everybody's got work commitments and stuff going on as that one gets advanced forward and Wright has it and gives it away. It's pushed forward, but given away again. Foul in the back. No, nothing called. Opportunity here. Strike. Score!
Yeah!
It's a giveaway. It's a gift. And Ollie Rathbone from about 25 yards out, Wright puts that into the corner and woo! Found a little bit of magic. Ollie Rathbone score it up. Just a giveaway. I thought a foul could have been given there, and the referee says play on as a consequence of going down. Rathbone just picks the ball up and says single-handedly, you're going to give me a chance? I will take that chance. Seize the moment. Carpe diem. Holy farfanugan. So Ollie Palmer, you know what? That was a good non-call. Ollie Palmer got his foot on the ball, and it was Gardner Hickman who lost it. They're shouting for a foul. Everybody stops, and Rathbone turns the other way. But that was all ball on that tackle. And then Rathbone goes forward, and from 21, 22 yards out, he thumps that right footer and beats Alsop to the right-hand side of the net. Get in! They gave up. Clar, rookie mistake, captain. Giving it up, and that's just curled in beautifully. That camera angle, frame that camera angle as you just track the ball go in. Oh, baby. Less than 9 minutes in, we have a lead. Where have we been? What was this? Of everyone, I didn't think Rathbone would be the signing of the season, but as usual, I'm wrong. I just don't expect goals from Rathbone. I thought box to box, and everybody said good things. And another nice little play, Matty James getting it up. And so we're on a bit of a run here, but McLean slows it down. He gets a push. And Clark collects it. I was exceptionally critical of Max Cleworth in the Blackpool game for giving up on a call and not playing to the whistle. And that goal, that was Clark giving up on that one. A flop doesn't get any love for Birmingham, and we come out the other way. Barnett tries to get past him, but it's knocked out that time by Cochran, who stepped up. Oh, wow. That was, as far as flops go, that one from Gardner Hickman is a piece of work. That one can get a picture, and he slides down the hill and into the hoarding. Dobson, he's either the Hulk, and he's got some mass behind him that you just don't necessarily see. That Peaky Blinder strength powering him as he launched Gardner Hickman to the moon, who's still disgruntled. Ollie Rathbone with a giveaway. Well, a nice tackle from Palmer. Landed on Rathbone's foot. Clark gave up on the play, thinking that a free kick was going to go the other way. It didn't get called, which was the right call. And now we'll see the pressure. Dale identifying that. Well done. It was placed. It had a bend. Kim, that angle that you can see the ball curling into the net is something special. Make sure you watch this one back if you're just listening in, and make sure you take that one in. The lead-weighted hair gel. That's what it is. It gives him superhuman strength. Also with control. He's going to push it over to Davis. Spins it back to Leonard, and Birmingham looking on a bad pass. Leonard gives it away. He missed Laird's entirely, put it behind him, and Laird tried to stop to save it, but couldn't. And we'll get a throw in 35 yards out. I want more. South Africa here. A beach hunter. That's what I wish I was. I don't even feel the need to hunt for the beaches. I just want a beach to find me. Throw me on it with a foo-foo drink, with an umbrella, and some over-sugarated thing, and I would be in blissful heaven. Well, don't get out of the shower then. South Africa, we got to live with all of the superstitions that we find, and if that means you're watching this and listening to it in the shower, then so be it. I hope you've got a big hot water tank. Palmer framed it off. Davis pumps it forward. Lee's there. Barney's going to take control. He's got Lee behind him. Barney's all alone. He's got to hold up and wait for some support. He's going to hold up. He's dancing. He's waiting. He's dancing. He crosses it inside the box, pulls it back to himself. He's got Lee if he wants to give it to him. 1-on-2. He's going to draw back to Lee, and Lee's going to pull it all the way out to Max, who's sitting there to get it over to Scar. Guess what's coming? Oh, I thought it was going to be a long entry, but instead it's TOC over to the left-hand side to McLean. The switch complete. Are we going to switch it back? TOC? Nope. Down the left side, and a bit of a giveaway, but not handled well there. Leonard kicks it out, but the call went against us. And then overruled. And then not overruled. What's happening here? Does the fourth official get extra pay for the amount of lip they get from the coaches? Because they should.
Exactly.
From both sides on that one. Neither side is happy. But we get control. Palmer knocks it down. Lee, he's going to go for a long attempt, but from 40 yards out, he didn't get what he wanted, and he just drove it into the ground. Alsop pushes it forward to Klarer. Mark Griffith saying that the goal put more pep into our step, and I think I'd agree to that. We had the comment, and I think it was right, that there was going to be some Birmingham pushback. And so far, I haven't seen the pushback. It's been us on the front foot. Would you agree? Hazard pay, says Deandra. Would you agree, Brendan?
Yeah. I like I said, with an early goal here could be what we need to, a
missed kick giveaway. McLean lifts it forward. He's got Dobson. He's got Lee. Chips over to Lee. And it's headed away. I think he should have had the crack, but instead he gave it up. And I say that although Dobson's not really a scorer. Should have had that crack.
He's not a passer either.
No, that's giveaways and mistakes by Birmingham City so far. Anthony, thank you for that. Bro, I'm so grateful for your channel since I've had this nerve damage. I'm not able to go to a single match, but your lives cheer me up on match days. I appreciate that. And you know what? It's mutual. I've been having some challenges with things being low. And I was like, do I take the day off? Brandon's got control. And I was like, no, I get a ton of happiness out of connecting with the community. And long may this continue, is what I'm saying. Hey, I like Dobson. Brandon likes Dobson, but let's be honest, he's not a scorer or a passer. He's your defensive specialist. He certainly has a role. Certainly has a role. It's a three-part team, Deandra. Throw yourself in the list. Carrying the ball for the women's matches. Giving me time with family, which is important. Davis gets it. Moving it forward, going to be allowed to walk over the halfway line and just does that so easily before he meets up with Dobson. And a nice little interplay. Max Kluworth got beat there, had to grab Stansfield a little bit, and there's the Kluworth had to work hard to get back into that as he lost track of Stansfield, which is always dangerous. Stansfield takes a crack, and it hits Max, who came back. Max that little bit late on the break, but he was able to get back and save himself on that one. Just trying not to get demonetized. I think we could go with a lot more expletives on that one. Was that James McLean coming in with a little bit of a headbutt there on Stansfield? The accidental bump on the shoulder. Right-footed in swinger. Going to go far post again. Headed! It's in. 1-1. Headed. 1-1. Dykes. Far post, open header, just knocked on, and there was a mob in front, and I don't know who it hit and what it hit, but it bounced around and got through. I believe that
How is he totally unmarked? There's no one within 15 feet of him. That was Lee's guy. Right?
Lee, I'm watching. Yeah.
No, that's Scar. That's Scar's guy.
Yeah, it was Scar. He just pushed. He didn't even push off either. That was just a fast back pedal.
Just lost his guy.
And Scar just lost him. And it's headed. And does it go through anybody? Oh, and it bounces off of Dobson's back. So it got headed into a mob of about 4 people, and it hits Dobson in the back, and it goes in. She's 1-1, and we're into a fight. I expected this to be like a drag him into the alley scrapping fight. But I didn't expect it to be 1-1 at 18 minutes in. Is a giveaway. And Palmer gets knocked down. It's still played forward. Lee gets it over to Barney, right-hand side, 18-yard box, crosses in, far post. Knocked down McLean. Too heavy on the first touch. It was a weird bounce to him and hit him in the chest. And inside the box, about 10 yards away, and it skips forward, and he can't go and get the boot on it, and it's cleared. Indeed, both on the goal, both on the opportunity, but there is action on this one. Nice little touch by Palmer, trying to get it to Barney, but it doesn't get there. It comes loose. Palmer's got it again. He's all by himself. Can he hold it up against two people? He can. Draws it back to Dobson. We're going to pull it all the way back to Cleworth and regain control. You got to look for some options. It's going to come back to Oscar, who plays. That was dangerous in front of Alfie May. But he's able to grab control of it, this Scar, and now he's looking. Opportunity. He just doesn't look confident like EOC does. I still think he's a better defender, but he dropped that last one. We need a center back. McLean presses on. TOC chips it up over to the halfway line. Lee gets jumped over top of by Clar. McLean jumps over top of Laird. This is a battle. Left hook, right hook, left hook. Paying your bills with Sean in your ear hits different. Are you excited? Are you not entertained? Oh. Or are you just feeling really nervy? I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. Palmer and Lee sucking wind already. As they pause, Alsop with it. He's going to play it forward to the right-hand side over to Laird. And Laird hasn't looked good. He had that back pass that he couldn't save, but even that one was close to him, and he lost control of it. Instead, they thump it down the pitch, and McLean gives away a free kick on that one. I saw the guy take the dive. I don't know, or the flop. I don't know how heavy the contact was there. Oh, that's Gardner Hickman doing Gardner Hickman things. That's his second artistic expression flop. I'm curious to see it. Just watching that goal and just snuck in there. And it might have hit Laird instead of Dobson's back. I'd have to see that angle again. And I want to see the McLean one here. 20 minutes in. Are we not entertained? M says, born in Wolverhampton, growing up in Connacht, it's my duty to root against Brum regardless. And we're here for it. How are you, Sam? McLean with it, 35 yards out. He's going to push it forward, 18 yards, 16 yards over on the left-hand side. It's Rathbone spinning. He's got, who was that on him? Leonard all the way over on the opposite side of the field, and we're going to get a throw in right next to the flag in the corner. McLean, throw in. Lee's in the area, working hard. He's going to go towards him. He's got Leonard framed off. Lee with it in the area, turns towards the goal line, crosses back, headed away by Clar. Nice little cheeky pass back, but it didn't get there. Clar had that red, and Scar going to pump it back in, but Clar is there again. Played much better after that mistake. Whoa, the Ma and Pa defense with TOC and Scar. You got it, I got it, you got it, I got it, and TOC just has to grab it and pump it down the field. Entertained, but my heart rate just went from 84 to 105. Chris Davis, he's just as vocal as Parky. Hazard pay, Deandra, right? For that fourth official on the side. Hazard pay. Laird throws it in. We're back underway. Headed away by Scar. Gets it up to Palmer. Trying to knock it down. Can't do it. But Matty James steps in, and they say Palmer got too much feet there and trying to get that one back. And so it'll be a free kick to Birmingham. Just inside the midfield stripe. This is a great game. They just acknowledging this in my headset said good game, and it is. This is a great game. Both teams are on, which you like to see. Both teams are taking chances. Save that one, go out for a goal kick. It did. It went out for a goal kick as that was right. Sorry, I thought that might have been May, but that was right. Went in and just late and sneaking that one back. Holy moly. Oh, Gonko. Flat, low. Oh, poor. Given back the other way. And Ogonko is going to go and collect that one. It's outside the box, so he's got to thump it. He launches it out of play. I thought that might have banged off of him the way it came off of his foot, but no, just straight out. Ogonko a little bit. Yep, I will. I'm just getting Brendan's asking me for something in the background, so I'm going to send that this way. It should be there in resources, and it's right with it coming the other way. 18-yard box, draws it back to Laird. Laird's looking to get it into the area. It's crossed, it's knocked down and blocked, and now it's loose into the 18-yard area, and Scar is just going to thump it out, and it's going to be right again. He gets it up to Laird. Here comes another cross attempt, and that's flicked up in the air and blocked out, and it's going to go for a throw-in right next to the corner flag for Birmingham. RKO's got the match on his console. Had to do a full update to get there. But we're there. Matty James couldn't get that one. Rathbone clears it, but it's headed back in. Birmingham just right outside the 18-yard box, right in front. Palmer flicks it on. It's a loose ball. One-hand ball, not given. Chested, and that's going to be Barney. Opportunity to chase onto it, but Clara comes over. Not Clara, that was Davis, who ran over and grabbed that and saved it. Allsop gives it back to Davis, and he's going to look to give it the other way. As they're playing catch back there, as it was a scramble moving forward, so Birmingham City all getting back into position.
They're trying to get their passing and possession numbers up.
Missed touch there by, what's his name again? Oh, yeah, Stansfield. That's a bad missed touch, giveaway, free possession for us. Or just so much vigorous defending from Cleworth that he got into his head and Stansfield got nervous. Lee fighting for it. It gets cleared. Pushed forward by Scar, but they're able to maintain. Laird gets it on a pass from Dykes, the goal scorer for them, and he crosses the halfway line on the right-hand side. Holds it up, draws it back, and it's going to go to Clar, and he's got Davis on his left-hand side. The switch is on for Birmingham. Across the halfway line, Lee trying to catch up. Dobson stops in front. Dobson thumps it out and gets it past Gardner Hickman, and it's going to be a throw-in about 35 yards out.
We're only 25 minutes in.
I know. I'm exhausted. I'm emotionally drained 25 minutes in. They just need to have an extended center back kickabout so we can all collectively bring our heart rates back down, but they're not. Instead, it's a long ball in. And it's inside the area as James McLean heads it back out, and it's going to get thumped back in. It's back. It's fourth. Dykes had an opportunity. It comes back to Laird, 30 yards out. He's going to draw it back, and we'll do a little bit of center back kickabout. Clara with it. Lee chasing him down, gets it up to Laird. Giveaway. Yep. Nope, not quite. That was well saved by, I think that was Leonard, who came all the way over and pulled that one back to Clara with both Lee and Palmer closing. I'm a little bit disappointed in Lee's foot speed on that one, to be completely frank. Rathbone gets that one around right. Pushes it forward. Palmer, heavy touch in between two of them, and he gets bumped out, and it's going to be a throw-in for us. Bullet towards Ollie Palmer. Wasn't able to control it, but he goes in, digs it out, and he ekes out an extra possession by working hard. So we got to give it to him there. And here, the throw-in from McLean. Have we won a throw-in? Like, even on our own throw-ins, it feels like any throw-in goes Birmingham's way. Scar got crossed up a little bit with Alfie May behind him, but was able to get it over. And TOC with a bad pass. Can McLean save that? He did. Flag stayed down. All is good. And it just ends up with Alsop at the back, who's now going to move it over to the right-hand side, and they're going to build up through Laird. Come on, lads. Find another piece of magic before the half. This has been a spectacular one, as we're just allowing the heart rate to come down. Alsop to Laird, Laird to Alsop. Alsop kicks it down the pitch. Scar there to head it forward. It's collected by Gardner Hickman. He's going to get it over to right. or was that May? May and Wright over on the right-hand side with their hairstyle and the similar height is making it confusing. 9 and 11. They need to separate where they're at. Clark gets possession over the halfway line. Still going. Nobody's stopping him, so he just advances it. Dangerous now, right in front of the area. Gardner Hickman draws it over. It's right there for Alfie May, and it's blocked, and it's going to go out for a corner kick over the right-hand side. Not what we want, not the person you want taking a crack from 20 yards out. Well done by James McLean. Whew. Right-footed in-swinger from the right-hand side. I just said that, Mark. And it's going to be in front of the tech end. Dangerous. Ogonkwo. That was one of those looking dangerous Olympico attempts, but Ogonkwo was there, punches that out, and it's going to go forward. Counterattack there? No. Matty James not able to get to it as Leonard's able to steal it and stab it and push it forward. Laird now. He's pacey. But O'Connor blocks him off, and it rolls for a goal kick. Let's go. I have liked how we've looked on the break. The problem, and I've liked our counter punch on the giveaways. They haven't had one early, but Birmingham was edgy to start and had a bunch of giveaways, and we had opportunities to get them on the break there too. So those opportunities are available to us. Ogonkwo getting us back underway. Right-footed through the ball. Palmer wins. Gets it back to Laird, and it's going to go back to Allsup as Lee puts on the pressure. It comes forward to Davis, and the way Birmingham City goes with Lee trying to chase him down, and Barney's going to step in front, and Cochran scoops it up forward. Dangerous. Here they come forward. Dykes, the goal scorer, inside the area, drops it back, and there's Alfie May, left-hand side, just inside the 18-yard box. He's got Max marching him, hammers it, shout for handball. I don't think that one was there, but that's been like the third handball shout. And it's moved forward. The break is on. Palmer, he's got to run to the corner. Instead, he holds it up. He's got Barney behind him. Well done. Better than I thought. He gets pulled down, but that no call on that. That's the right thing. That's the right play. As Clark just defended that one brilliantly, and Palmer ran out of steam. I would have liked
Palmer getting the ball at midfield is not going to help us.
I would have liked to have him to have gone to the corner and allowed Barney to catch up and give him the opportunity for the cross, even though he would have got pulled out of it. I think him stopping it. I mean, he beat Clark to be able to turn around and go to midfield, but he just didn't have the pace to separate, and so it gave Clark the opportunity to come up and just stab the ball away from him. And here we go, Birmingham City control. Laird all the way back to Allsup. Also, long ball headed by TOC straight up in the air, and it's going to be collected there by the goal scorer Dykes, who great little shot. Oof, just misses to the right-hand side. I don't think he got the shot away he wanted. Dykes has been a machine today. Goal scorer, opportunity there. He had the breakdown on the left-hand side that he left for May. Selfish when he needs to be, unselfish when he needs to be. I don't like him. But I have to admit he's played well today so far. Somebody get in his head. And they showed the replay of the Kluwer hit, and it hit him on the elbow, but it was literally like right up against his side. So nothing that could have happened there. The referee blows that down, forces a retake. And Clark's got it over to the left-hand side. Davis. Halfway line, midfield stripe. Not going to take it. He's going to go back to Clark instead. That's probably true, Kim. Just on that one carry alone. Offside Birmingham on the long entry attempt, and so it's a free kick to us going the other way. The last 6 minutes has allowed for the opportunity to breathe. It isn't as manic as it has been in the past. Just enjoying watching the coaching. The extra camera angles that you get when Sky is in the building is pretty awesome. As that's headed forward by Clar, and it's there for Wright and TOC come to each other, and McLean able to go and save that. He gets pushed, and that's going to be a free kick the other way. Fouled. And McLean gets up and looks into the Brum stands. Dykes gave him a push. McLean goes down, maybe a little bit easy.
I think he had one of his feet tied up too.
And so the Brum fans certainly not happy. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Not Hail Mary yet. Still a lot of ground game to undergo on this one.
No tuck rule today.
Sorry?
That's a Brady joke for
Okay.
all the football fans in America.
Nice little opportunity there. Stolen by Dobson. Barney, right-hand side, 20 yards out, drawing in 18 yards, looking for a cross. He's marked by Cochran, dancing, pulls it back. Cleworth gives it back to Barney. Cochran steps out on him. Barney pulls it back to Cleworth. We're now 30 yards out. The switch is on. He draws it back to Scar. Ooh, dangerous pass right in front of Alfie May. Just missed him by about 1 or 2 feet, and Tom O'Connor sends it wide. Barney, nice touch, holds it, spins, left foot, right foot. Where's he going? Cross. Close. Nobody there to get to it, and just easily collected by also not there. John, are you that far ahead? 45-4? The predictions are in for the added time. Either that or you're in the future and you've got a DeLorean. All back underway. Palmer framing off Davis, able to maintain possession. Well done by Ollie to do that. Barney's got it now, 20 yards out. Cochran matching him. Right-footed cross, far post. McLean goes. It's over his head. Can he get to it before it goes out? No.
Yeah, that really carried.
It did carry. It felt like it was up there forever. Backspin on that thing or something, but...
Yeah, caught the jet stream and took off.
Talking about the Hail Mary time. That one was a bomb and it just hung. The throw in for Birmingham gets it down, right-hand side, headed down. Dobson able to steal it. We've got an extra possession here. A couple of giveaways still troubling Birmingham City and giving us chances. Barney put it in, but nobody really around. It comes back out to Dobson. His attempt to knock it down, not a good one. And Stansfield gets past him, and now May and Stansfield playing catch, but Cleworth comes back, intercepts, knocks it back to Scar, and will take away that challenge and break opportunity as Scar. He is, back to Ogonkwo. Scar giving me palpitations with some of his passes. He's confident. I'll give him that. Cavalier, and that can be dangerous. But I'll give it to Ollie today, Ollie Palmer. He's been doing well at holding things up and maintaining some possession and eking out and putting in the effort. The challenge just always is he doesn't have the foot pace to pull it away. Is a bad back pass to Alsop, and we've had an opportunity there, but they're able to save it, rescue it, and Laird pushes it forward down the right-hand side. McLean, the shoulder charge, playing advantage, and Birmingham just pushes it forward, so they'll take away that advantage, and it's cleared out, and it's going to be a throw-in as a Scar. You had time. You could have gone to Ogonkwo. You could have gone to TOC on the deck. Instead, he clears it, plays it safe, I guess. And it's Laird all the way back to Clar, and away we go again. I don't know. Palmer's been playing well enough to kind of stay, I think. Giveaway there. Birmingham they have these odd touches that I don't know whether they're forcing passes and they're just extra creative. Pulled down. This Gardner Hickman guy. Brendan's wearing out the flop button. The White Pele has not had a kick yet. Palmer, nice little work there. Another sloppy back pass, but it goes too heavy, and Clar is able to save it and get it back to Alsop as it goes back on a back pass. Palmer pressure, nothing there. Played up through the flopper. I'll just call Gardner Hickman the flopper for the rest of the match. Stansfield in front of Cleworth. Draws it back to Cochrane. Cochrane slides it over to Leonard. Leonard looks for Laird over on the right-hand side. Nice little step in front by TOC, but he advances it forward and it's collected there. That was Leonard again. And it's here's Laird, right-hand side, 18-yard box. Pushes it forward and makes the move, doesn't get the back pass, and it's going to go for a goal kick. Harmless. If I was to pick my strategy, I would do Marriott early. Like half, I like the halftime window. So I'd be okay with that. Marriott in for Lee at the halftime. Ogonko up to Palmer, heads it away, but into open space. So Laird just steps in and collects it, and nothing comes of that opportunity to advance it forward. And Laird gets it forward, and it's off the foot of Dykes, but then bounces off a Rathbone. And so Laird's going to throw it in just on the Birmingham side of the halfway line. Brendan says Fletcher. I like Fletcher with 25 minutes. Elbow to the jaw. Dykes, I think it was unintentional, but the referee not giving it. And then there's an aggressive tackle by McLean on Alfie May, who went down easy, but the free kick going the other way. Things getting a little feisty. Planet has gone full Forrest Gump. Planet.
Is he waiting for halftime? What's going on?
Well, they were going to just play it quick, and then now they've decided to move all their center backs forward. So it was drawn back, sat it down, played it, picked it up, sat it down again. First time, Deandra. We're still waiting for this one to come in. There it is. Just inside the area. Ogonko runs out, jumps up in the air, collects. Go quick. All their center backs are forward. Go quick. And you got one man behind you. Cleworth with it. Up to Dobson, right-hand side. Pushes it forward. Matty James draws it back to Cleworth. Cleworth searching. Long ball delivered up towards Elliot Lee. Knocked back, but Barney's able to collect it. Barney over on the right-hand side. Maintains possession with a curl back. Now he's looking for support. He's got it in Dobson. Dobson over to Scar. Note TOC steps in front and continues the switch over to McLean. He's got Rathbone in the middle, 18-yard box. Laird challenged him, cut back inside. Left foot, entry in. Dobson not able to get up there. Lee knocks it down into the area, and he lost control of it, trying to scoot it forward to Palmer, and a little too heavy, and it just rolls out. Harmless.
That was quite a neat play by McLean there.
That left foot chip
over outside to
Dobson. Yeah.
Reverse.
I don't know what Lee was trying to do there, because that was too heavy to beat up a pass, and that was too
he
light. He
spun it in, kicking it with his left foot as opposed to his right to throw the defender off. The defender didn't move, and it got around him. So,
yeah. Going to be a throw in for Birmingham, 18-yard box, thrown in quickly. Alfie May, defender's got to wake up. Alfie May slipped. He slipped and he undercut, and that's Cleworth who just took that in the knee. That did not look good. That's a problem. That is a problem. Completely unintentional. Blew a tire, but just clattered into Max, and Max was pounding on the ground, but now he seems to be okay.
Oh, back in the calf got him good.
I'm just watching the replay here. He's
no, to the knee.
Yeah, knee, calf high. Oh, it's boots to the left.
That could have been really bad.
That could have been really, really bad. Planted foot and all. Fortunate there. Everybody take a breath, because that had all the makings of being something really twisted and ugly.
You're going to tell me that wasn't a flop?
That was a flop. Davis. made contact, thought he was going to have a battle in the air. Is that what that was? And instead, Davis just tunnels out and he goes over top. Here he goes up into the air. Did he take a forearm shiver in the head? A little bit of a forearm to the back of the head of Davis is why he went under. So I don't know if I can call that a flop. I mean, that was a pretty good forearm shiver.
When you stop and drop to the ground instead of playing the ball.
Playing the ball, yeah. Was looking for contact and he got contact. Halfway line, McLean stepping into challenge. It comes back to Laird. He's got 3 people around him. He chips it up over top, and I think did that bounce off of us? It did. Just hit Rathbone, so it'll be a throw-in for Laird right at the halfway line. Maximus Decimus Cluworth is made of tough stuff indeed, as he just picked himself up and brushed off the leg, and away we go. Mullen in full jacket, taking this one in the stands. There is a little bit of fire in those eyes. Somebody needs to groin tap him before he comes into this one. Loose ball, freed up, cleared by Wrexham. It's on the air. Palmer getting sick and tired of being held around. And he late challenge, and it's going to go the other way. That's a flop. Clark rolling on the deck.
They need to have better communication on who's supposed to flop at what time, because they're doing simultaneous flops.
Yeah, Clark's down, Wright's down, rubbing the back of his head.
I'm hurt. No, I'm already hurt. You don't have to be hurt. Okay.
Are you going to live, man? If it's a head injury, you should be off the pitch. It looks like that's a head injury. I think you need a timeout. Where did he take?
On the step over.
Oh, please. I have a 3-year-old who gets those on the hourly from his big brother. Man up. Only 1 minute of added time on this one, which makes sense other than the flop time. Laird with it, halfway line. The call is don't give up any late goals. And I haven't checked. Is the chat showing up fine, Brendan?
Yeah, it is. Looks good.
Okay, perfect. Long ball forward, headed on. Dangerous is Wright gets possession on McLean. He's okay, guys. Wright's okay. Blocked clearance. Wright gets it again. He's just peachy, and here's Laird with an opportunity. Last chance before the half. Crossed in. Ogonko collects. And the whistle will come as soon as Ogonko kicks this one away. Couldn't keep that manic output for the entirety of the half, but the first 30 minutes of this game was an absolute beauty. And the last 15, a little bit dry, as Palmer getting held and onto by Laird. Referee's going to let it play. Push there. Free kick, and are we going to get a last chance before the... Last chance for the free kick, 20 yards out. Clark with the extra shove there on Lee. Hey, we can go to ground easy too. Birmingham flops. They got the flip-flops going. Left-footed, 18 yards. TOC going to serve it in as everybody's in the box except for Barney. Play it before the whistle goes. If I'm the ref, some of these times I just end up saying, you know what? Blow it down and go into the half. Like I would just, it's taking too long. Far post, up in the air. Scar can't get to it. It's loose. Shot over the top of the goal. Rathbone with the second opportunity and just missed it. Whistle for half. Everybody take a breath. Go and grab yourself a soda, a coffee, a snack to eat. The Scar served that one back to Rathbone, who turned and fired it and just missed by about 2 feet up over to the top right. Brendan, what's your thoughts on that half?
Up and down. I mean, we started off okay, got that nice goal. It wasn't like we were dominating. It was just a good opportunity, and Rathbone made the most of it, which was awesome. and thought that was going to do it for us. And then that goal kind of surprised me by them. That was a really bad coverage on the corner. So yeah, tied up.
How much of that brilliant play by Dykes? How much of that bad play by Scar?
Yeah, I just can't be that open. I mean, really, like you see the kick, they move just before. You got to cover your guy for 3 seconds. If there's no pick, how do you lose him like that? He got spun around, had no idea the guy was 5-6 feet away from him, and had all the time to hit it wherever he wanted. He was trying to link up with someone else, and they got lucky, and it just fell in. But yeah, I don't think he can give a guy that much room, make it that easy for him.
Yeah. Chan, 안녕하세요. 밥 먹었어요? Chan's joining the chat from Colorado. Mike Faro says we need a Jason Stratham diving GIF, and we do need to win this one. I'm with you as far as the. Here's the only part that makes me nervous about this is we have gained a lot of possession and a lot of opportunity, not on the backs of building it forward, but because of either poor play by Birmingham in bringing it forward, or an exceptional press that has caused them to make. And so it'll be interesting to see if there are halftime corrections, because if Birmingham's able to correct those issues and those giveaways, I think we could be in for a troubling second half. That said, our Palmer's done well, about as good as I think you can expect him to do. I don't think Lee is anything for us as a forward, no. And that's been a frustration. And Palmer by himself, hard to get it done when you don't have the foot pace to create single-handed stuff. So can we maintain the intensity and the pressure in the second? I hope so. I think so. Even though, like, it hasn't been pressing to the point of exhaustion. It's been effective, selective pressing. So I've been okay with it.
Let me ask you this. If we had better forwards, like, Fletcher instead of Palmer, and either Marriott or Mullen instead of Lee, the times that the ball was brought up through the middle to them on our, fast break the other way, we could have had many, I think, better opportunities there than we typically get out on the wings from Barney. And if Barney's going to be slicing it in, ideally you'd love Palmer all the way forward trying to head that in, right?
Yes.
But it looks like they send a lot of people forward. We'll have the ability to counter. And if we counter, we need people who can handle the ball at their feet and run at just the 3 or 4 guys on the back line. And to do that, you got to get rid of Lee and Palmer. You got to go to Fletcher and Marriott, or Marriott and Mullen. Just somebody who can do something with it after they get it near or just after midfield. And I think there were missed opportunities that aren't as evident because Palmer just can't go anywhere with it.
I'm with you as far as the breakdown that if we had Mullen, Marriott instead of Lee with the opportunities, do I think that we could have made something better out of it? Yes. Do I think that Rathbone has been like next level, God level today as far as breaking things down and eking out opportunities? 100% yes. And so I don't know. I just think we needed one of them at least, because I don't think Lee is a good foil to Palmer. And this is one of Palmer's better days, to be completely fair. And he just hasn't had the support around him. So I don't know. I'm going to ask a poll here. Do we even want a change at the half? Yes, we need improvements up front. Or we're fine. Wait until 65th minute. Minute 65. And I'll leave those two just to see what people say. See what you guys say about that one, because I'm a little bit torn. I would like to see Marriott come in for Lee. I was just watching that Rathbone goal. That is something. That is a strike I wouldn't have expected from a guy who's a box-to-box player. Something special there. But mistakes for them, mistakes for us, and it's 1-1, and we've got ourselves a game. We'll do another score update and see where people feel this one's going here before the end of the half. Do you got the stats you want to bring up there?
Sure. Yeah, I was just sneaking a few replays in on that.
Surprised that the possession is as drastic as it was, 65% to 35%. But I guess it is largely us with the counterattack and them with the center back push forward. Shots are 5-3 in favor for them. Only one on target, both of them finding the back of the net. Passes 189 to 83 passes at 62%. Okay, that's something that needs to fix. And that's a byproduct of, let's be fair, you give away the ball in the final third, as Birmingham has done, and you're getting more opportunities in situations where it's harder to make those accurate passes. So that's some of the problem. But some of it clearly an area where they need to get improvements. 2 shots on goal in this game, 2 goals. Wrexham needs 1 more shot on goal. That's the math, Kim. The obvious. I'm curious to see how many interceptions. 4-2, they say. It feels like a lot more, although maybe they don't count mistakes or giveaways as interceptions. No keeper saves yet. They've won out more duels, which is intriguing. And I guess also it feels like they've been defending as much as we have. But just the nature of the attacks, because it's been give away, go forward in the final half as to why it's where it's at. But we normally are in the high 200s for our passes. We're nowhere on target for that today. No big chances, nothing hit the woodwork, and just the 3 total shots. So a little bit more ball may be nice, but I actually don't think I'm worried about the possession if we're able to get more giveaways. If Birmingham City corrects that mistake in that part of their game, because it's been lacking today, we're going to have more possession and eke it out and build forward. And that's why I think on my poll, I think I want Marriott in for Lee. And it's 50-50. People are torn. Mulberry Red says, like you said, hopefully someone to support Palmer, but I hope we can soften them up enough that our subs can do something. There's truth to that as well. But when I look at it, and you've got Mullen and Marriott and Fletcher all on the bench, I'd be happy to bring Marriott in or Mullen, I guess, in for Lee. Have them run with Palmer for a bit, and if necessary, you can either go 3 up front if you're losing, or make another sub in the forward position. But we'll see what happens. No Mo fall for this one, so it's got to be Fletcher in for Palmer, and I think that he's not the change until probably the 65th or the 70th minute. He's been having a decent day. I don't think we can fault Palmer at all for this one. So the stats indicate that Chomp has been as effective as Arthur today. Indeed. No yellow cards, no red cards. They've won eight flops to our 4. And interesting. John saying we got some lucky non-calls in our box. I think just the one, because I mean, if I was a Birmingham fan, what would I be pointing to? I'd be pointing to that Scar defense where he was away from the ball and hit his left shoulder and went out and hit his arm. What was your take on that, Brendan, as far as a potential handball?
Yeah, I mean, this is where I don't know the rules well, but I always believed it was whether or not it was intentional, and if it was reckless to have your arm out in an unnatural position. So if your arm's largely down and it's not too far away from your body and there was no intent, I think they let it go. Especially, I think that was more on a cross. It wasn't really aimed at goal. Like, it still would have had a lot of work to do. It would have had to get by several other people and hook in. So it's not like that determined whether or not the ball was going in. It just, the guy tried to cross it. He drills it off Scar, and maybe it gets a piece of the back of his arm. I mean, that doesn't seem like why you would want to call that and give a penalty in the box.
Yeah, Des saying that was a penalty if VAR was in play, and I probably tend to agree only because it was so recklessly away from his body and in an unnatural position. Was there any intent? No. Did he have an opportunity to move his hand away? No. Did it deflect and roll off, and does that influence things? Maybe. But, I mean, at the end of the day, if that was going the other way, I'm screaming that should have been a pen. So I get it. Des says we're lucky, and we are set up to draw the game. If Brum has the same issues they had in the first half with their breakout and their giveaways, and we're able to rectify the issue with our passing and build up, and that's probably personnel. And to be fair, I love Elliot Lee. He's not having a good day. Kim says it wasn't a penalty. That's ridiculous. There you go. This is why we love football. Fox, his arm was away. So, Kim, what are you saying, that it was because it was so unintentional, because it hit the back of his shoulder first before it hit his hand? Or are you saying he had no opportunity to move? I know that those are factors for consideration, but when I look at it, it was so unnatural a position that you've got to get that. Who gets the next goal, Cleworth or Stansfield? Do you want to go that bold, or do you just want to say Brum or us? Well, I am saying we got him right where we want him. 35% possession. We're due. We're destined. So we're fine. We can wait until the 65th minute gets the majority of the poll on that one. Let's bring up the second one here and just say I'll just call who scores next. And I'll leave it to the clubs. That I put it in the wrong.
The one I want back is that hard touch by McLean right into his chest. Doesn't seem like it should have been knocked away as far from his body as it was. He had plenty of time. He wasn't shocked by it. It wasn't coming brutally hard at him. It looked like he should have been able to control it better than he did. But, I mean, the guy's probably not 100%. The fact that he's out there is amazing, so.
If I could take one back, I don't even know which one I'd want to take back. I'd probably take that Rathbone shot. I don't think he realized how much time he had, and I think he raced it a little bit. And I'd like to let him have a second to set in on it and have an opportunity. Woody says not a penalty. We'll have to bring that one up, pen or no pen, as a vote. We'll let this one go as the poll. Who scores next, them, us, or is this one destined to be a draw? Pump that one out and let me know your thoughts. It's, do we gamble and go for it and risk losing? I think we let the game dictate for me. I mean, it depends on how.
What kind of subs? Oh, do you mean just in the way we move forward? Yeah, I don't know that we have subs that would put us in a bad place defensively. Like, I guess maybe if you put Revan in, or I don't know.
Well, just watching the 11 run out, I didn't see anybody else that was in the red before. And I didn't do this it's the halftime. Just a reminder, our sponsor bringing these ad-free all season long. Thank you to their generous donation sponsorship. And so Ultimate Promotions, ultipromo.com, ultimatepromotions.biz. There's the pin. Check that out. Gorgeous. They'll make those things for you. They had their first ever Red Hordian purchase. Reached out and contacted them and is making some pins out for a nonprofit. And so that's amazing. And so for anybody else who needs those pins, whether it be for work, for your nonprofit, for your sport club, for trading, reach out to them. You need the medals made up for your tournament and unique stuff. Reach out to them. Free artwork, free shipping. They'll set you up. Ultimate Promotions. Thank you to them. Like buttons down below. If you didn't go in the half, the link for TikTok is in the chat pinned. Go there, and we're trying to get that to 1,000. So if I can get all of 117 of you to click on that, then we're on the build and damned close. And the other thing is the Discord link is in the chat below. As we're almost ready to take this one underway, Wrexham going to go from right to left towards the tech end, and this one, Birmingham City, towards the cop, left to right in their blue. And we're standing and waiting. And Palmer's given direction to Mr. Cleworth. Do we have a set piece? Are we looking for a Hail Mary bomb? And there it is. Scar delivers the diagonal. Laird able to collect it, heads it down. Rathbone chasing to try and get to it. and it goes out. And it's going to be a throw in. Wright's going to take it for Birmingham on the right-hand side. May took a bump there. Funny. Wright runs into McLean. Didn't flop on that one. Always impressive not to see a guy who goes to ground when the wind shifts to stand on his own 2 feet. Palmer to lead. Rathbone trying to get there. Can't do it. It's pumped high in the air. Matty James not able to get up over top. And it's going to go trying to get it Palmer, but goes too far. And Cochran's going to let that one roll. Yes. Also, goal kick. 1 minute in. Can this half be as crazy as the first as far as getting the heart rate going in the first 25, 30 minutes? Because it was flying. Dale says, Mullen for a hat trick and I will pay his wages. Phew, danger. That I want to see. Stuck in some goals tech end indeed. Magnets in the balls. TOC throw-in as everybody's a little slow to get this one underway. Thrown in. Left-hand side. Lee gets it up to Rathbone. He got tangled in the feet. That's got to be a free kick. Yeah, it was a loose ball, but he wasn't able to get his feet untangled to get his feet down. Barnett knocked it forward, gets it back on a return. He's got 3 men on him, so he just draws it back and eats possession to Cleworth. Got to get a switch on here. Hello, little man, because I've got a kid back. Out with his mom. Come over here and we'll watch. You can be a Lucky Charm. Whoa, don't fall down. Whoa. Toddler stumbles as we take this one in.
I can't see.
We can't see. Watch this one. We're watching it go red.
Oh, I go blue.
No, not go blue. I'll send you into the ocean. Palmer with it. Touches it, gets it back, misses it.
Blue.
And that's absolutely true, Michael. A much more two-sided game than our last meeting. This one's been equal. Different from both sides. Red wind. Laird with it. It gets touched by Rathbone, goes out for a throw-in. Laird's going to have it over on the right-hand side. The little mascot is back. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Perfect. Everyone's going to have a drink now.
Oh.
Laird with it. Still waiting to throw it in as the time kicks down. 48th minute.
Was I going home?
McLean steps in front, thumps it down the pitch. Davis is there, collects it, gets it to Cochran. Cochran fires it the other way, up over top. And the chase is on. It's Cleworth who gets it in front of Stansfield and moves it forward. It's advanced along and flipped on by Barnett. Palmer flips it on. Barney's on the chase. Cochran, Barnett, and Cochran. Flop. Can you say flop?
Flop.
That's a flop. See, he just fell down.
A flop.
That's a flop.
That's a flop. That's a flop.
That is a flop.
It's a win-win.
Back underway. Pumped all the way down. Cleworth puts it forward. Whoa, danger. Is that a yellow card? Dobson clatters into his man. I think it's a yellow. He went for the ball, but he did clatter into his side of his head, and Cochran's down, took it in the jaw. Lots of people saying flop. I don't know. I think he got him.
He blew through it.
Nothing given. The color commentator saying they think it's a booking. Doesn't look like anything's given. I'd like to see the replay on it. Here's the replay. Cochran. Oh, you know what? It wasn't even to the head. It was underneath his shoulder.
Yeah. One's a man, the other isn't.
One's a man, the other isn't. There you go. I don't like this grab in the face stuff. You didn't take it in the head. How many toques do we have on the ready? I got two. Oh, an opportunity there as Dobson won the tackle. It goes back, but Palmer not able to get it. And it's just kicked out. It's going to be a throw in for us. Keep the pressure on. Wrexham stepping into this right now. Throw in. Dangerous shot. Knocked down. Collected. Also, cheeky little play to go near corner. I thought he could have gone far corner. And without a cue, you thrown the toque on. Good job. That was an opportunity for Dobson. I'll take that as a shot going in. Birmingham Swimming Association with the amount of dives they take, and I didn't like that one at all. I mean, was it a foul? Yes. Did he get him underneath the arm and turn him the other way with some force? Yes. I can't. Honduras. I was going to say I can't see if there's stars inside of that flag or not. As that's headed down, and an opportunity there is stepped into by Dykes and it's flipped up in the air. McLean not able to get to it. TOC with the opportunity to clear. Whoa, you can't do that. You want to go find Mama? Yeah. Go find Mama and close the door. Can you say bye-bye, everybody? Say bye-bye. Bye. Okay, go. Mama's going to give you a snack. I'll kiss it better then. Okay, go see Mama and ask her for a snack. Love you. Yeah, go talk to Mommy. Close the door, please. Allsop with it. Pushes it forward. Going to be Davis on that side. And he's not closing the door, which means I will get cats. Thank you. And we're back underway. Oh. Laird with it. 7 minutes into the second half. It's been mostly us, to be completely fair, and opportunities and mistakes still continuing for Birmingham as they had that opportunity with the Rathbone tackle, but Palmer couldn't take advantage of it. Another giveaway there, push in the back, a flop, not called. A referee not buying it, and I give him credit for it, because we're just going to get a throw-in on the right-hand side. Brendan, what's your take on the flops here?
Don't get me going.
Have we seen a game like this since I mean, maybe Jody Jones with Notts County? Like, I haven't seen a game where it's been this much.
This is Jody Jones's favorite team. They're channeling their inner Jody Jones.
Oh, for sure. Rathbone scooped it up to McLean, knocks it down, goal line. Can he get it back? He can't. Beaten Laird. Laird kicks it out, and it's going to go for a throw in for us. Just near the corner flag as the fans are into this, eking this one forward and try to pull the ball into the net. Thrown in, Rathbone gets it to McLean, served up, lots of space, dangerous. Palmer can't get his head to it, and it's cleared up and cleared out. Clueworth tried to get to it, skips over top. Matty James is there.
The guy fell on the back of him for no reason.
Gardner Hickman going to ground just because he doesn't have the pace and nobody's around him, so he can't get the call, but dangerous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 4, and that was a wasted opportunity if I've ever seen one. Just kicked up to Ogonko, who plays it quick to McLean, and we go the other way. Does he get it out? He keeps it in. McLean across the halfway line, draws it back, gets it to Rathbone. Rathbone's going to settle it down and get it back to Ogonko with Alfie May running towards him. Scar makes him redirect, and Ogonko gets time to push it down the middle of the pitch. Davis steps in front, moves it forward. Leonard slides it to the left. The flopper, Gardner Hickman. And they're playing center back a kickabout. Come on, you Reds. Let's go. Stansfield with it.
If 75% of Arthur's practice time is not kicking the ball, then they're misusing his practice time.
Just another giveaway there from Ogonko. Just thumped it out was what Brendan was referring to, is it was just launched out over to Parkey. Thrown in, back underway. Birmingham tries to get it to Laird. They do. Rathbone stepping out to Markham. It's going to go forward. Right, with it. Draws it back in. 20 yards out. Dangerous here for Birmingham. Still dancing, looking. Laird. Pushed in the back. A little bit to ground easy, but I think that was the right call.
Who out there in the Wrexham Hordes played keeper before? I mean, the equivalent of goal kicks and stuff is like a free throw to me. Like it's an automatic. Like okay,
yeah, 90 to 93%, right? You'd
yes,
expect.
It should be good to decent, not crappy 50% of the time.
Hey, everybody's got to have a Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was a long run, and it's going to go for a corner.
It looked like it was a handball by us.
Leonard, what he looked like a handball to us? I thought it was a handball by them when he went to ground, whether it hit his shoulder as he was falling
Max
down.
in the arm.
Oh, it did hit him in the elbow, but he's got his that's one of the ones he can't call. He's got his back turned to the play, and he takes it into the elbow as he's running towards goal. Right-footed in-swinger. This is what they scored on before. Delivered up, going to far post. Open. Clar misses. Whew. Puffer. Home of the Nanaimo Bars. Going to Wrexham in September. I'm hoping to be over there soon. Problem is we're heading over there when there's no freaking home games now. So
where is planning
that out. Okay, imagine if this Wrexham team had showed up against Shrewsbury. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. And Mike says, I'll give him a pass so long as he stops shots. Well, only one shot on target. Only one save so far by either goalkeeper, and that was the long-distance effort there by Rathbone in the second half. Back to Alsop. Chasing is Lee. That wasn't Cochran. Was that Davis who pushes it forward and makes a mistake and gives it away? Like, Birmingham City, not crisp. Not crisp. They've got pace. They've got good vision, but their passing has left them alone. Now, some of that's press. Some of that's just piss-poor play. Palmer flicked it on. Rathbone trying to get it forward. Lee can't get there, and Clar thumps it in the air. It's well high. Scar settles underneath and heads it back the other way. Palmer able to get to it, knocks it down. Outside boot to Barney. 25, 30 yards out. Knocked out for a throw-in. 20 yards for the throw. Is he taking it quick? Thinks against it. Somebody's got to go towards the ball, and I don't like our throw-ins.
Dobson, Barney. Come on, get it in.
Dobson's there. Matty James is there. Cluworth is there, still looking as Barney. Shifty eyes, throws it in. Lee gets hugged and pulled down. Flop, nothing given. And it's nice. Stabbed in front by Cluworth, got it up to Rathbone, scoops back to TOC, gets it over to McLean left-hand side. 25 yards, taking on Laird. James McLean, out, cross, up, over. Headed up in the air by Clare. Dyke there to knock it down, but it's collected by TOC. Take a crack. No, he's going to spin it the other way and draw it back. Cluworth through the middle of the pitch. He's going to get it to the left side. James McLean knocks it down. Offside. I'm here for the pressure.
That looks onside to me.
Oh, he's miles onside. That wasn't offside. Birmingham at passing at 74%. They're usually around 90%. So I guess, Kim, if you've seen them more than I have, I've only seen them twice this year. Is this a byproduct of our press, or are they just having a struggle? The referee says take it back as they tried to eke out about 5-8 yards on the throw in, and Birmingham's going to throw it in on the left-hand side. Cochran draws it back. Gardner Hickman swing on to Laird over on the right-hand side. Rathbone coming out to meet him as he crosses the halfway line and moves it up to right. McLean misses his opportunity and right straight to the end. Gold knocks it in, 18 yards, chipped up. Dobson goes in and rescues that one and just frees it clear. McLean goes and collects it in the corner and chips it forward. Lee with it. Do a thing, sir. Pulled to the ground by Leonard, and we'll get a free kick there. '60th minute, 5 minutes away from seeing what Parkey does here. That was McLean, took a roundabout, circuitous chase down of right and gave him a free path there to the goal. Gave him an extra opportunity. Palmer jumping, knocks it down. Lee, can he get that one in front of Clar? He can't. Gets bullied, and Clar knocks it back to Alsop. Damn it. That's one of those ones, Brendan, if you wanted to circle it, about what we could have if we had an actual striker up there instead of Lee, is a perfect example. Is Lee just lost that battle clear. Barney, around 3 guys, not able to collect the ball, and it's cleared away. And there comes Rathbone taking it back. Just strips it off a right, and McLean has it. Put that one in the highlight reel as to what Rathbone delivers for you. Put forward, up to Rathbone. Or Lee, sorry. Lee grabbed, able to squeak it free to TOC. TOC, mishit that pass, trying to find Barney on the right-hand side, and it's into the feet of Stansfield. And here comes Stansfield the other way. Up to the flopper, Gardner Hickman. He pushes it forward to Stansfield. Too far. Clueworth able to freeze him off. Ball's just going to die there, and it rolls out. It'll be our throw. Chips the ball up to Clueworth. I think it's actually Marriott on for Lee is my sub, and Fletcher comes in another 10 minutes after that for Palmer, because Palmer's been having a decent game, so I'd like to see Palmer and Marriott work. To me, it's not Mullen, unless we need a 4-3-3, is Palmer crashed into his man and was playing advantage, but we kicked it down, so they'll get a free kick just inside the halfway line.
Yeah, looks like they're getting ready for subs.
Both benches got action everywhere. That looked like Mullen going screaming by behind the official there. Is that Marriott? Fletcher sliding down? That's Fletcher going for a run. Mullen's warm. Fletcher's warming up. I would suspect he's always been a bit of a thug. Doesn't he look like that schoolboy kid that just causes you nightmares on the pitch and never calls his own foul? No, not yet, Dale. I mean, maybe I'm drinking Kool-Aid today. I don't know. But Palmer, to me, has looked fairly good throughout. That's why I say leave him in and put a Marriott or Mullen in for Lee. And I have Marriott over Mullen, but there's Ogonkwo, shoots it over Alfie May. It's going back, kicked up by Cochran, and all he can do is get it out. It's going to be a throw-in 17 yards away from the goal for Barney. Taken quickly, over to Lee. Lee spins towards the middle. He's got McLean over on the other side. Instead, he draws it back to Matty James, over to Barney on the right-hand side. Cross, come in, far post, too far. Oh, it was a dangerous opportunity. I think he had to play that or it was going to go in. I thought, just the weird camera angle, that was going all the way over to McLean, and I was watching for McLean to make a play on it. And instead, Alsop has to jump up and knock it over top of the crossbar. I didn't think it was that close to the goal, but that was an attempt to sneak that one into the far corner. And I think if Alsop was sleeping, he would watch that go in. Lee, right-footed, in-swinger, bullet. No, dangers! What a save! Jumping jeepers. McLean flicked that on and diving backwards into the net, able to keep that off the line. Holy jumping. That's the best save I've seen all season. Either side. McLean, bang, and oh my word. Oh my word. Giveaway by Matty James. Right when Mark Griffith says we've got him here, and that's the sense I've got, is it's been us all half. And I would actually slow down the subs. I would actually slow down on the subs. Right now we are punching, and so I'd let them swing at it for a little bit. TOC down the middle of the pitch, too heavy, and it can't go to Lee, and so it comes free. Leonard draws it back, and here's the flopper. The flopper's looking. He stays on his feet. That's a credit to him. Nobody touched him, and he stayed on his feet. I'm proud of him. Clark over to Davis. Davis moving forward across the halfway line. What a game indeed. Man, that save. Best save you've seen so far this year, Brendan?
I have to watch it again. Arthur had an amazing one. I remember someone else making an amazing one too. It's pretty close though.
Yeah, it's up there. Keshi Anderson sliding in. Not on yet, as here it is, Laird with lots of space over on the right-hand side, and then just a bad pass, gives it away. And TOC marching through the middle of the pitch, draws it back to Clueworth. Clueworth up to Barnett. Lots of blue jerseys with a press on, and that gets knocked out, and we'll get a throw in. And here comes Keshi. Kim just says a reflex save. Certainly, but had to be in the right position, and he did get the hands up. I think if that would have just hit him, I wouldn't call it. But the fact that he was able to reach up and stab that in close proximity. There we go. And I assume, RKO, you're talking about the actual game with iFollow, having to log out and log in. But there's a tip if anybody's using the console that you have to contact support. They'll mess with your account, and then you log in and restart, and you can get back in. Nothing simple, right, RKO? Thrown in, collected by Clark. He's going to get it to Laird, and they're 20 yards away from goal. Birmingham City is 65th minute, and we're still ticking away here as Rathbone just nicks another one, but Laird takes it back. The counter punch is on. 5 men running forward, 5 on 3. Over to the right-hand side, the sub, Anderson, in the middle, and he misses everybody. Thank God.
How does he not shoot that himself?
Holy jump. I take it yourself, find anybody. I mean, the fact that it went right in front or behind 3 players in the box. I mean, that was just danger. Yeah, you should have taken that crack as it went through everybody.
Everyone was fairly covered. He should have blasted away. They could have played rebound.
Hard and low is Lee ran into Cochran, went to ground. No call given on that. And so they'll get the throw in. They get it to Alsop, 67th minute. And it's Laird with it on the right-hand side. Oh, heart rate check. Everybody okay? Do I need people to post and give us a comment on make sure everybody's still alive? John, I was saying save because we were looking good. Now it's been Birmingham with a push the other way. I'm happy with the subs to come now. Is a misplay there by Dykes, the goalkeeper, and we gain an extra possession here. Matty James, forward. Chips up over top. Oh, dangerous opportunity just cleared away by Davis with, and I don't even know who the player was that was streaking the other way, as Rathbone slides the feet out of Alfie May and a free kick. Dave's still alive. That's good. Man, who was that was screaming and past that defender when Davis stuck up the foot and blocked that pass? It was just curling up and over and cleared the other way. Here's the save again. McLean flicked on, and the fact he didn't slide back into the net, because that's one of those bang plays that it got so close to the line there.
It was right at his face, though. It wasn't like he had to move, dive, or do anything.
So Lee for Mullen, Fletcher for Palmer are going to do the subs for both up front. Away we go. Marriott held in reserve. I wonder if we'll go a 4-3-3 later on, depending on how this one cracks out. Well done for Palmer. He had himself a match. Got to give him a round of applause for that one. And I've been hard on him. We've been hard on him. We've got Mullen. Find something, Mullen. Find something, sir. Oh, man, that's a flop. Oh, wow. And a card. Lunged in and got him, but did he actually make...
How do you get hit in the back when the guy slides in front of you?
He caught him, but it was the artistic expression on that one. Like, the Russian judge gave a full 10 for that. Laird got his yellow, and he's back up miraculously. So, he didn't get the yellow. He earned the yellow for Rathbone. So that was an impressive flop. Was it a foul? Yes.
Why don't they just review all that BS later on and assign massive fines to everybody?
Get rid of it, wouldn't it? I think it's just part of the game. Part of the beauty of it that you can be artistic.
That's beauty. That's not beauty.
That's be artistic. Part of the charm. I guess. Laird, long throw, was trying to find Anderson in the back and didn't get there. It gets cleared, and here's Fletcher with the pressure on Cochran. Just saved Barnett, trying to get there. He's able to eke it up over top, and away we go. Barnett turns. Halfway line. Matty James over to Dobson. Dobson back to Cleworth as the press is on for Birmingham City. They're pressing hard now. more than I've seen them the entire time. And what happened there? He was playing advantage somewhere, and I didn't see what that was all about. Missed it. He was in the same postal code for a foul? Indeed. Gamesmanship ain't sportsmanship. Laird with it, punches it forward. Alfie May lays it up for Anderson. Anderson, Matty James back, clears it off of him, but it lands to Alfie May. Cross over. Ogonkwo goes to ground in front of Stansfield and collects that one in his breadbasket. Let's go. Find one here. Assert yourself. Eke out 3 points. Make a story of it, lads. Come on, you Reds. Fletcher steals that one. Ogonkwo got it up to him. McLean now has it 25 yards out, running on Anderson. Moves it towards the middle of the pitch, gets pushed to ground. Nothing given. McLean fuming, but Anderson pushing it the other way. It's 2-on-4. We've got men, but they're running back. Matty James steps in front of Anderson. Here comes Stansfield. Dangerous and well done by Dobson to muck up that one, and Cleworth collects it and goes the other way. Cleworth, long ball, searching for Mullen. He's testing Davis. Mullen up there, not able to get to it. Davis shoulders him off, and it's going to be a throw in near the corner flag. And McLean still with a look of disgust as to why that wasn't a foul. But to be fair, the way that the official's been calling it is that touch in the back is not going to be given because, yeah, he went to ground way too easy. Indeed, Solar. And I said that at the start. If we end up taking 3 points, it will be forgiven. I thought it was going to be a 1-1 draw, but I'm here for the 2-1 win. Thrown in. Cleworth. No, that was Scar, sorry. Draws it back to Ogonkwo and will reset. That would be impressive. League should review match footage, count flops, and assign red cards for excessive flopping. Take 2 days off, kids, for moaning. I'm hoping the sloppy loss is the catalyst for an epic run, and this would be a way to stamp your authority on the rest of the season as that gets thrown in and headed out by Cochran, and we'll get another throw in 40 yards, 35 yards. We're moving forward. 32 yards. No, back to 35 yards. Thrown in, looking for Fletcher. He's able to head it up in the air. Mullen's there. Fletcher touches. Mullen gets it to Fletcher. He kicks him in the head and no call. That was a high challenge. Fletcher just kind of stood there in disbelief and was like, that was my head that just got, I'd like to see the replay on that one. Was no call on that one. And it's Laird with it now, 35 yards away from Birmingham City. He's got Anderson to his right. Instead, he pulls it towards the middle. That's the flopper. He draws it over, and the referee gets in the way. And he's going to say, I'm going to give Birmingham back the ball because I got in the way. That's on me. Probably the right call, to be fair. Sarah from Blackpool, how have you been? It's been a while, my friend. It's nice to see you. Is Macca having his car wrecked a new lucky sign? No, because he would have got that flop. Oh, man. Anyway, they showed the replay. It didn't actually get to him, but it was damn freaking close. Neil Anderson, Keshi Anderson, sorry, right-hand side. Blocked by Rathbone, collects it for the throw-in. Interesting that he didn't decide to hold that and play it, and instead he plays it forward. And there's the flopper. Going to ground. Soft. No call given. The race is on. Mullen on Davis. Davis clears, and we're going to get a throw in. The hard work of Mullen eking out an extra possession there as Barney leaves it for Cleworth to throw in just inside the halfway line. Let's go. Long ball thrown in. Fletcher gets it on. Davis cuts off Mullen and comes back to Fletcher. Battle on. Fletcher gets it to Mullen. Mullen, I think he's offside. McLean, I don't know what that was. That was the karate. He didn't either. That was like the karate kick, like craning. He gets up in the air and then he's like, what do I do now that I'm up here? I don't know what to do. So he just left foots it out and it goes loose. I think that, Mullen wasn't off. He wasn't off. Cochran kept him on. I thought that was offside and not given.
That's a hitch kick.
the hitch kick, crane kick, I don't know what that was, but whatever it was, it didn't work.
Yeah, I think I heard him say Kia.
Missed clear there, and that one's pushed through, and here's an opportunity for Stansfield. He's got Scar there, draws it back for Alfie May. He's running forward, and Ogonko collects. And Alfie May stares up as he stumbled and bumbled and found his way to the ground, and the official, as he's been doing, says, no. Here's what makes me nervous is it's just going to take the referee to go the wrong way on all of these non-calls one time, and all of a sudden the game just changes because of the decision. So I hope these non-calls continue all the way through. Like, yeah, that was just Alfie May tripping himself up and trying to do something, and he goes to ground. Susan, Sarah Ricketts' mom, nice to see you. I'm going to get that wrong. Prestatin. And Ogonko is on the ground here. Maybe just settling things down. I'm not sure. That should be the mission there. You just have to follow Gardner Hickman for the game and catch all those flops. I mean, plus Laird's artistic one in the middle of the pitch. To be fair, Gardner Hickman hitting them with volume. Laird for the performance quality. So what's your preference? Do you like the quantity or the quality on your flop? Either way, Birmingham City brings it to you. They're just showing that Rathbone goal, and then here's the other one by the bad guys. Dykes beating Scar, getting free space and heading it in, bouncing it off of the back of Dobson, and not much Ogonko could do on that one. 13 minutes until we get to the extra time. Going to be at least 3 minutes, I would guess. So far, not much more than that. Fletcher able to knock that one back. I'll be interested to see if we end up moving to a 4-3-3 as McLean pushes it forward, but he misses the pass to Rathbone.
Oh, my goodness.
James goes in and steals that one. Dobson gets it. He's grabbed by the shoulder, but plays it back to James. Good on him for playing through. Mullen, right-footed. That extra top. Oh, and it almost went in anyway. Right-footed was blocked, and it goes up and over top and was falling down, and Allsop goes and just makes sure it doesn't go in. We'll get a corner over on the right-hand side. I don't know why he didn't take it on the first attempt, but he went for the second one, and that gave time for Clara to close the gap and get in front of that one and block it. How much longer until tube time? We're probably due. I've got to take this off, though, and go underneath, because otherwise I just take that one off. Put that one on. Corner right footer. TOC is going to take it. Let's give a little bit of that just to make sure it's connected. And away we go. Right footed, middle of the pitch. Allsop just collects it as Rathbone's on the ground behind him.
Fletcher's dying for a flag, for a card.
A little bit of gamesmanship on that one. I like that. Fletcher standing in front of Allsop as he's going to play, and Allsop pump faking him with the ball. Got to turn the volume up now that I have a Tuca over top. Davis runs across halfway, gets it over the left-hand side, is pushed forward, and instead goes right to Cleworth and puts it up to James, back to Cleworth. He's got men on him, so he pushes it forward to Mullen, who stops the ball, spins on it, and lifts it up for Fletcher, who's on the run. He's got an opportunity here. Two defenders on him, takes the shot, can't get it. It's blocked over to the left-hand side, and McLean goes to check it. He's got it, collects it, goes in front, runs into Clark, and we're going to get a free kick on that one. As he just stepped in front of McLean after McLean pushed it past him. That is, by definition in hockey, an interference call. Not playing the puck, not playing the ball, played the man, just cleared him out. Man of the match. God, I don't even know on this one. Whoever scores the next goal. Rathbone for me. And so we'll get this is dangerous as far as its location. It's 5 yards away, 5 yards towards the goal line, right in line with the 18-yard box. TOC is sitting there taking that, and we're all lined up basically 10 yards away from goal with everybody lined up and lots of red jerseys back. Blue jerseys forward, red jerseys back. So I think you're pushing it far post unless you got somebody running a curl route. Do it. Set piece. Come on, TOC. Put it up there. Far post, it's up there. Fletcher stops and saves. There it is again. Knocked down, and it's going to go for a goal kick. Or, corner. Nice save by Alsop there on the header by Fletcher as it goes far post, and Fletcher is able to get his hand on it, and Alsop goes to right to ground and stops, and Kluwerth goes for the stab, and it's blocked and goes out of play. Keeper's out, and Kluwerth sneaks in there, and it bangs off the flopper, and it goes out. That should have been 2 minutes for Clara on the interference call. Good ball in, dangerous! It's still loose, it's still loose, it's still loose, and oh my word, it's cleared. That was a scrabble with the ball on the deck, and nobody could find it, and everybody's swinging and missing. It was like one of those video games where you see the guillotine swinging past everybody, and you got to go and pass through it, and everybody's legs are missing as that one just harmlessly goes past. I don't even know what those things are called. Matty James outworking and wins the free kick. Well done. Over Anderson. And the ref says you can't play that quick. And so Dobson goes and settles it down, and the referee says...
What's the rules about playing stuff quick?
The problem with that one is I don't think it was in the position of where the foul was. And so it comes off as taking advantage of just playing it too quick from the wrong spot. Kluwerth gets it out wide to McLean's 18-yard box. He heads it forward. He's got Rathbone moving forward. He's going to move it, advance it forward, and it's cleared out by Clara. We'll get a throw in. As the pressure is on, there's one team punching right now. The question is, can we connect? O'Connor across. Dobson couldn't get up there. Barney settles it for Kluwerth. Kluwerth, is he going to get it back to Barney? No, he's going to draw it forward to Matty James. He lifts it over to Barney. Right-hand side, Cochran's guarding. 17 yards out. 2 men guarding. Cross forward, nice one. Couldn't get there. It's cleared. Heavy touch, push back forward, and that's time Davis has to clear it. Handball, foul, nothing given. 3-on-3 the other way, and now it's given. He had to give that one eventually. I think he was trying to see what the advantage would be eventually. As he mauled over a man, and then chicken winged the ball down. Come on, Wrexham. The fans are into this one. David Wood's heart rate is being offset. It's a regularly missing beat. The pitch is tilted now, and here comes a sub for the bad guys. Yukowitz, an attacker coming in for Alfie May. Yukowitz, an attacker, but being brought in for set piece work. Alfie May, the little man, he goes off. Less of an offensive threat, but better defense. I guess that's the message that you get is we'll get the free kick. We're 45 yards out, and we're going to move it over to Rathbone, who scoops it up, but it's headed away. Barney now, 30 yards. He's going to scoop it in there. Fletcher's in the area, pushing in the back. Nothing there. Clara goes to ground. Referee says play on, and miraculously Clara's okay. He scooped himself back up off the deck. Matty James scoops it on. Clara, he's okay. He clears it. Matty James with it again. This pitch is tilted. Keep the pressure on, lads. Keep the pressure on. Cleared there by Davis. Heavy touch by Stansfield. Rathbone can't nick it from him now, can he? And it goes out, and we're going to get a throw in to go the other way. Well done by Rathbone, who just abused Stansfield and embarrassed him. Parkey out to talk to Rathbone. Get in there and separate the mob. This is a game. This is a game. Breathe. Mullen. Oh, and I'm pushing things around, causing havoc. Mullen scoops it forward into the box. Can't get past, and it's cleared by Davis. Another throw in for us. Let's go. Score a thing. Do a thing. Find a way. 6 minutes until added time. Just get a goal, please, Wrexham. Pleads Sarah, and I'm with it. Headed away, knocked down, Barney with it. He's got Cochran on him, 17 yards away, draws it back to Kluwerth, 20 yards out. He gets it over, scooped over. Matty James, he's with it, looks for McLean, lays it off to TOC instead. Now it's scooped over to McLean, left-hand side, 25 yards out, pushes it forward. Rathbone, 6 yards away, he's grabbed, he's pulled down, handball. And we're going to get a free kick. That was one of those cheeky plays where you go down to the ground, but you grab the ball to make sure that the ref has to make a decision. Because if he just let it go out, he could have let that go for a goal kick. So we're going to get TOC. What are we? 7 yards away from the goal line with tons in there. A sub coming in, another big body. The set pieces stuff, wearing them down, is Bielik is coming in for Stansfield, and they're going full defense. They are holding on for the point, and they're pulling off attackers and going for big bodies because we are punching them in the mouth. But we need that knockout blow right here. Right here. It's left hook, right hook. Somebody's got to land an uppercut and put this one to bed. Stansfield slowly making his way off. I'm all for it, David. Reading my mind. It's maxi time. Do we go big here? And if they're going to go defensive and push them the other way and go with a 4-3-3?
No. Why change anything? We're working. We're clicking. Just go.
Huh? I'll try. I think I can. Left-footed in swinger or ripped far post. Nothing but blue jerseys around, but it comes free to Barney over on the right-hand side. Still lots up there. Get that service in. Get that cross in. And I've got a cat. Hi, kitty. One a corner. Man, manic. I guess you're with me, kitty. You're locked in. And I ain't going to the door. Right here, right now. TOC left-footed in swinger. Gonna find Scar's head. He makes up for the mistake and he finds some freedom. That's what it'll be. I don't care. Somebody in red. Angry Birds magic activate. Whistle blows. Lots of pushing and shoving. Max digging in the middle of the pitch. TOC steps back. Still lots of pushing. Mullen doing his thing. There it is. Middle of the pitch. Oh, flicked on. We'll get another goal kick given. He's saying that Max was the only red jersey there. Anyway, goal kick the other way. I don't even know if that's Thelma or Louise. And I don't know where she went.
He hits that over the bar and they get it? What?
Unless he said it missed everybody? Free kick for the
he headed it right over.
Is.
They might have called a foul. I don't know.
Unless RKO says, yeah, it was for the foul. But I thought he signaled goal kick. But anyways, long kick and it rolls over to TOC, shoulder, and he gets it up to Rathbone. Well done. Rathbone scoops it forward, trying to find Fletcher. Mullen digging, trying to get there first and just misses as it's kicked back by Clark all the way over to Alsop. Alsop to the left-hand side. Cochran. The digging, the hunger. We are after it as they force a mistake, and we're going to get a throw in over on the right-hand side. That was all Dobson. Sorry, I said Rathbone. That was all Dobson digging hard and forced Cochran to kick that one out, and away we go. Regroup, attack, score. Calls Dale into Mullen, 18-yard box. He's got to hold up and wait for some red jerseys as they come forward.
Come on, let's bring it.
Dobson, left-hand side. TOC pushing forward. Draws it up. Finds McLean. He's got... Oh, smashed it off Anderson's head, so we'll get a throw in over on the 18-yard box. Thrown in quick, finds Mullen. He's going to chip it forward, looking for Fletcher. Can't get it. It's cleared up over. Cluworth can't get there. Scar can, but it's pushed forward, and here comes the clearance over to the right-hand side. Cluworth just steps in front of the flopper who goes to ground, and we go the other way. Cluworth with it. Switching. Fletcher blew a tire and fell down, but Matty James able to collect. But Anderson grabs the ricochet. 1 minute left. What do we say? In 4 minutes here of added time? Barnsley. 1-6 to City from Barnsley. I will take them falling out. Rathbone with it. Right-hand side. Moves it forward. I thought he was saying drop from 1st to 6th. The cat's in here. I can hear her. McLean with it. Left-footed. Fletcher. Oh, he missed it. Didn't make contact with it. It was there for him. Does he just get a slight touch on it? McLean
no, Birmingham guy headed
forward.
it.
Oh. Did he touch it? It's right there, served up. Oh, it was just touched. It was just touched, just barely, and that threw it off. And so it's going to go corner, left-hand side. All of the hat magic, all of the Took stuff. Let's get it going, left-footed. And swinger. Kluworth can't get it, and it's bumped away by Anderson. 90th minute. I haven't seen how much added time yet, and I didn't see it because I was staring. TOC gets it inside the area, puts it forward, headed up. McLean running forward inside the area. Left-footed, crosses it, and it's cleared away by Cochran. We're going to get a throw in. Step on the gas. A bad car reference when McLean's taking the throw in. 4 minutes of added time, 3.5 minutes here. It's been all Manic. It's been all us as McLean pushes that one forward but doesn't get it up enough. And it's Jerkowicz, the attacker, who's just going to draw it back, and Birmingham going to try and eke out some possession and control. Here they come, lifting it up, looking for Anderson over on the right-hand side. Can't find him, and it's cleared. We've got possession. Bad pass, though, gave it away. Laird, he collects it. 3 minutes in Birmingham City for the first time in forever, advances it forward. And now you get a little nervous going the other way as you're watching the clock tick, 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 tick. I don't know what those symbols represent, Larry. Cat. Oh, cat's in a box. He probably is because I can't see her. Chested down. Birmingham moving forward. A little bit of a push from Matty. Right footed. Just missed it to the left-hand side as that was the flopper. Missing wide to the right. Oof. Oh, I think he did have it covered. Mark said he didn't think he had it covered, but I think he did. His right footer from about 23 yards out sweeps too far to right, and we've got 2 minutes left to go and find some magic here. Hey, kitty. How are ya? That's Lou. No magic there. Laird puts it back to Alsop, and they're going to look to push it forward. Rub you for some luck. There you go. TOC got pushed in the back, got a free kick. I would have played advantage there because it landed to Matty Jones. Jerkowicz interfered with it, but I don't think it was intentional. And so we're going to carry on. Minute and a half. TOC up towards the middle of the pitch looking for Fletcher. Fletcher in a battle with Cochran. Or sorry, with Davis. No, that's the sub. That was Bielik. It's back to Ogonkwo. 1 minute left. Ogonkwo serving it far right, looking for somebody, but it's all the way to Cochran with nobody around. Gets it forward, and that's Bielik, who's dancing through the midfield, goes to ground, and it's loose, and we turn it over. And we got a throw in. Parkey throws the ball to Kluworth, and tally ho, boys. Nothing but forward. Do your thing. Thrown in. Fletcher can't get to it. Mullen flicks it up. Clara's there. He's trying to get rid of it. Cochran tries to get rid of it. Bielik goes to help it on. Cat's jumping off everywhere. Last chance. Swung forward. Cochran heads it up. Barney stabs it forward. It's cleared again. Davis. Scard knocks it forward. Is pushed forward to Fletcher on the right-hand side. Stumble, bumble. And Fletcher didn't know where it went, and it hit him in the arm and then got kicked out and cleared. We're going to get a throw in, and we're running out of time. Let's do it. Kluworth. With it. Is he going to throw it long? He is. The Tozer bomb coming. Near post. Fletcher can't get to it. It's headed on. Mullen, can he get to it? It's knocked loose. McLean, hammer that. No, scoops it up forward. Couldn't get an angle, and Clara grabs a chest and cleared. There's a whistle. We earned a point. We earned a point. Have a breath. That was a game. Holy shnikes. Holy shnikes, as my cat's taking my head with me. Stop. Stop. Okay. Brendan, summarize that. Holy crap. Are we happy with a point?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly better than a loss. It just was what could have been. We really ramped it up at the end. Felt like we were making opportunities and we just couldn't couldn't finish. It's a shame. Feels like, 2 more points we could have had.
W&G correcting at the start said we wouldn't lose today. To be fair, I called a 1-1, and so I guess to be expected. The downside for me is I do think we were the better squad, but as we found out, sometimes.
Well, next time call a 1-0 like me, would you?
Okay, my fault. I'm going to have to depart in 5 minutes or so because I've got school pickup requirements and obligations on my end. So we'll have to do this one really relatively quickly. We've got cancellations abound, and I haven't even looked at the schedule as to where things are at. Good news, we gained a point. Wickham's got a game in hand. Huddersfield's got 2 games in hand, and they're only 4 points back. They're pulling us in here. And that's the club we have to watch. I don't think Wickham's going to be that squad. I think it's Huddersfield we have to watch. And so we'll see as they start to adjust. Our next match, we've got into we've got Stevenage, and is that game going on at home, January 28th, Tuesday? We don't have any Saturday home games all the way through because then it's Crawley on the road, Port Vale in the Virtu Trophy. Leighton Orient was postponed, then we're Northampton away, then we're Mansfield away, and then we're back on March 1st for the game against Bolton. That one going to be a fun one. As that one, March 1st in Wales is daffodils abound as they do the St. David celebrations on that day. So I imagine it's going to be chaos. And we'll see if they are able to sneak in any other games. We've got a makeup with Reading. We've got a makeup now with who was the one that we just recently canceled or are about to cancel. I can't remember, but we've got a couple there. But that's where I am with Jeff. Draw versus the Rich Brummies is bearable. You take that. And now what the thing is I don't think Birmingham City looked that good. And so now I'm sort of torn. Do we just want them to run out the table and take first place and beat the crap out of everybody and strip points away from everybody? Or do we look to maybe look at them as a mark? They'll say they've done enough away inside a tough stadium to go 8-3-2 on the road, which is an impressive run. I haven't looked at their matches going forward, but they've got a big match next Tuesday.
Favorable schedule in the tail half.
Yeah, they've got a favorable schedule here. Huddersfield on the road again, so back-to-back tough league matches for them. As that'll be an interesting one. At least Huddersfield chasing us. Somebody's going to drop points out of that, if not both. Question is do you want to draw in that one? Such that,
yeah, I'd like there to be a clear-cut runaway, and then the other guy losing, and we can go after second. But it's not happening that way, so I want them both to keep losing points.
Yeah, Des says we want them to beat Huddersfield, and so all told, that's just it. That was a good performance. Stop cutting into my socks. That was a good performance, and I will take the point and take the confidence and the rebuild. And we've got one more game now before we get to the window. Expect that the cavalry is coming in. Marriott's getting healthier on the day. Hopefully he's able to find his time and sneak back into it. And so to me, you go from the depths of despair after a horrible Shrewsbury game, and then you look at all the positives of what happened in this one. Is Rathbone found it. Des says no draw. Dave says no points for Huddersfield. So we're looking to secure. We're fighting for second. And so that's the sense that still people have. But it's just on that performance from Birmingham, I just don't feel the confidence. The thing is they were without their midfield, right? So as they get back, they'll get better. And that's sort of to be expected. So I guess you are asking probably for a Brum win on that one. So we'll be here. 11:45 is the Wrexham Stevenage match in Wrexham. That one for the racecourse. And then Birmingham will have Huddersfield on that day. Saturday games. Are there Saturday games this weekend?
There are Saturday games this Saturday.
Should we pick up a League One game this Saturday? What would it be? Huddersfield Bolton? Do we take Wickham Northampton Town? I guess we could do both, 4:30 and 7. I don't know. I'd have to talk to the wife about that. And see what's going on the Saturday as to whether we can sneak those ones in. But I'm going to have to go and do the school run and pick that one up. Dare I say it, because I don't want to jinx it, so I'll knock on the wood. 22 matches at the racecourse unbeaten. that's an impressive run. And if that holds and we can find some away form, we'll be okay. But we're going to be tested here. Ouch, Kitty. Easy. We're going to be tested here with our away schedule through the next month because we're away a lot. Oh, bugger me. I got to clip your claws. I'm going to go because I got to do the run here. Brendan, if you feel free to carry this on if you want. Otherwise, we can
we can end it. We'll definitely hear Tuesday. We may be here Saturday. We'll let you guys know. And Deandra and I will be here Sunday for the Women's Game. Before you leave, or when you leave, head over to TikTok. It's pinned in the top. Just bump that a follow. If everybody can do that and give me a follow, then we're going to be able to go live on TikTok and stream there too. And I just think that takes it to the next level and another dynamic. Man, they just showed that McLean goal. What could have been? What could have been? What could have been? We were sniffing. We were around it. We were into it. Well done by Wrexham to get a point against a tough team, and disappointing potentially not to get 3, but very, very different outlook on life. Much appreciated. Much love to everybody at the Red Horde. Thank you for being there for each other and for us and for this club. It's a great little community that we continue to build and to have fun with. And so thanks to everybody. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.